Geeks, why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool
are.
house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone, with our good friends here and those that are taking a break from the internet. I want this to be a happy movie stream, but it's sad. I'm not going to comment on everyone, but our pal Eddie, our thoughts go out to Eddie and his family. I just caught the tail end of his stream. He decided to take a break. Stay safe. Wish you and your family the best. Hope you'll reach out to us just to talk. I try to respond as much as I can. I really genuinely care about everyone here. And those that are taking a break too. We do have some great movie topics. If you would be so kind as to smash the like button on the replay, because I do have hundreds of viewers, but I struggle to get 50 likes on my positive content. Not criticizing anyone. It's the honest truth. That's honestly the reason why YouTube is the way it is. So the only difference between, positive content getting notoriety is you. That's the truth. Joined with my pal Aaron.
What's up, guys?
I also really wanted to keep this like a positive stream, but I did see a video that I can't resist reacting to, and I didn't watch it yet. And it's about Shang-Chi and about the people I've been covering. And why I am not just, I'll be honest, I like covering this because I care so much about the fandom. And there is a correlation to people leaving the internet that get tired of stuff. Yes, thank you, geeks. Sub to Aaron for sure. I also want to shout out to my members. I really appreciate the support, and I take your membership seriously. I have lots of projects. The Enos stream, appreciation stream will happen. Let me get to the members here. Rhea, Taylor, Relapse, Josh Bowen, Nick Hammond, Zeno, Aaron World Order, Obi-Wan, Brian Master of Everything, Real Elmo Cinema. I appreciate you supporting my channel and the show so much. I take your membership seriously. I try to take your input and work on projects too. Although I'm critical of people, I want to have positive moments in fandom as well. Hans, Roosevelt Cavazos, Resident Justice, Luce Cox, Severfit, Blinded Braille, Robert Millen, Sean A., Saggy Melons, H Parts, Punk Trace, The Retro Bro, Cast Graphics, The World According to Lonza, Bradley, Sarvesh Raj, Ganesh Raj, Chubby Teddy, Will Walls, Ashley the Widow, and Little Movie Perp. And I apologize to Little Movie Perp because Little Movie Perp was wanting to come on the show, and I sent the link late. Ryan's in the chat. Let me get to, yes, and I made the emoji. I don't know what until Underhaven and Anna gives a better image of Gene. That's the temporary Gene for now. I miss George. Every time I see the name Geralt, I think of the Geralt of Snyderverse Twitter account. Okay. Geek Studios, a bit busy tonight, spending time with family on my birthday. Oh, well, have a happy birthday with your family, Geek Studios. Let me see here. Witcher, damn. Go sub to Aaron. Relapse. I saw you on Eddie's stream. Relapse. Yes. I'm trying to keep tabs on Eddie as well. Wish him the best.
I mean, his first stream is his 2 streams. He had 2 streams, guys. The one just finished was very serious. Well, the other one was also very serious. But yeah, wish him best.
But this is why I care so much about fandom and why I cover it so much. Zeverfet Ryan says, "Have I watched Witcher season 2? It's not out yet. I think it's coming out soon.
December.
Good. That's something to look forward to. Yes, there you go. And hopefully we have some more friends pop in. I've been trying to be extremely active on my channel. I know you guys are knowing that. I hope I'm not streaming too much content. It is a big change from what I was doing. But again, I keep it serious with the support, so I want to do as much as I can. I probably talk too much. Relapse, you haven't seen season 1 yet of The Witcher. Yes, it's really good. I highly recommend it on Netflix. You're in Australia, I believe. I think it's on Netflix in Australia as well.
Yeah, I think it's all over wherever you are.
Yes. Okay, Witcher is so good. I love the show. Henry Cavill does good in the role. Patrick says The Witcher is super good. And hi, Max and Aaron.
Hey, Patrick.
Kevin Wagner, season 2, December 17th. That's not as far away as we think.
Same
all right,
day
let's
as,
give
Spider-Man
a welcome to Lil Movie Perp. Hello, Lil Movie Perp.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Good. How are you doing?
Doing awesome, man. Can't wait for this stream.
Oh yeah, there is some positive stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Why do I cover certain things so often? Because I care about the conversations online. I care about fandom. I care about all of these projects. I care about entertainment, and it's very disappointing to see an OG. Again, not guilt by association, but someone that I looked up to in the past, like completely jumped the shark on. And I think I've proven on my channel that you can show for hate and false narrative that everything sucks. And I've just been seeing a lot of stuff from this movie pundit that's been online for a long time, that's had a lot of support. I'm just extremely disappointed. Maybe I'll be proven wrong when I watch the actual reaction. It's Chris Gore.
Oh, I know Chris Gore.
Yes, and I haven't watched all the context of his vids, but I see he's doing his own content, why movies are so garbage, current movies, and I'm like, really? I mean, things can always be better, right? They can always be better, but wow, I can't believe the conversations online. And it's not isolated to one fandom either. It's just everything. People just like to destroy everything.
Yeah, usually. Sorry to interrupt, but usually when people are saying stuff like that, movies are garbage nowadays. They usually, if you get down to the specifics, they're like pretty much saying mainstream movies, because I think there's always great movies out there, whether it's foreign films or the stuff that's on Amazon Prime and Netflix is like releasing stuff like that are low key. Mm-hmm. There's some great stuff out there now and shows as well. So I think
this is a renaissance in entertainment. Really, the era of streaming. I really think streaming is where it's at, because when you have streaming, you don't have to worry about. Let's be real. Cable television in the past, there's been a lot of series that do so much filler that kind of breaks shows. They don't really worry about the ending of the show. They really just worry about the filler and advertisers, because then you get syndication for a show, and there's like storylines that don't matter. They drag things out instead of get to the point, and and there's a lack of focus on the ending. Whereas streaming, you get like a limited series. We're going to tell the story we're going to tell. We don't worry about all that. We worry about your subscription, and it's more focused on quality, in my opinion. Like, instead of worrying about ad breaks and filler episodes to get to a 22 episode season, and then not really like, how do you end the show? You just keep going until someone doesn't renew you. Now that also happens with streaming. Great streaming shows don't get a new season too, but I think it's a better model. Honestly, any thoughts there?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just George has entered the MME arena. George, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh, about the state of like pop culture and movies.
Yeah, well, fandom, people leaving, not naming specifics, and do you see this as part of what happens in fandom? Are we imagining things, or what do you see? Because I honestly see that the conversation goes past critique; it jumps the shark. It makes people miserable, and that's not. I mean, there is a lot to like in entertainment right now. There's a lot to like, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, there's a lot to like in entertainment. So I think as you've seen on social media, I've been sharing like a website called themovienerds.com. It's a website my friend is starting up, has been talking about, and he wrote a pretty interesting article about the problem with movies today. And it wasn't about like this silly culture war nonsense that you hear from certain channels. It was mainly about how like there's more of a focus on the special effects and not so much on great story and characters in some degree. And we've gotten to a point where the only franchise that seems to be consistently good is Marvel, but we can't overly rely on the Marvel formula all the time at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true.
And I get where my friend's coming from because he's also into a lot of classic movies as well, which I'm also into. But like, yeah, like he made like very good points. Whereas like nowadays, it's more so about like the culture war, not silly nonsense that like certain people talk about.
Yeah.
One of the fandoms that I think is really positive that hasn't been really touched by this is like the horror community in general. I don't know if you consider that. Like
Yeah.
they don't.
That's a good point.
They're very positive most of the time, and they just talk about the movies they love. And
it really comes down to just quality of the content. You don't hear a lot of identity politics and stuff.
Yeah, not at all.
Nonsense about
But
horror.
but there's always
except when Jordan Peele makes it. That's the one thing, right?
Yeah.
But there's always that one thing in horror movies where I don't want to say this, but they always joke about the black man always gets killed first.
Well, that's a problem with Hollywood. I mean, in the past, it is not wrong. It's not wrong. That is
sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And like even like there's a lot of women directors coming out and making some awesome horror content, which like kind of goes to show like the whole diversity thing works. You know, when you get different voices out there, you're gonna get some quality stuff.
Yeah. Well, Just George wanted to share the website that his friends are working on, the Movie Nerds, Movie and Television, the problems with movies today. Okay. I'm going to give this a look. I'm not going to necessarily read this right now, but I appreciate you letting me know. I'm going to keep it up. And then
you don't have to go over it on the stream, but just to show you like what he was like talking about, like when you have free time.
Yeah, definitely go check it out, everyone. Support people, doing healthy critique. I think there's a lot of unhealthy critique on the internet for sure.
Yeah.
I want to look at these Witcher photos that have come out recently. Let me see here. Witcher, this is from Screen Rant. The Witcher 2. Oh, what the hell's going on there? Do you see that?
Yeah, it just went blank. Like,
oh, my screen froze. What the? Do you see it now?
Yeah.
My screen went crazy. Okay. Here's The Witcher 2. Season 2 image shows Geralt ready for battle. The Witcher Season 2 image reveals a new look at Henry Cavill's Geralt of Rivia wielding his sword in preparation for Season 2 this December. The image reveals a new look at Henry Cavill's. I think it looks exactly the same. Like, I didn't even see, I'm like, this is from Season 2? But I mean,
it looks the same to me too.
Witcher debuted its first season in late 2019, one of the streaming service's most popular titles. It has already inspired a live-action prequel series entitled Witcher Blood Origin. That's not out yet, right?
Blood Origin, no.
No, because there was an animated thing that I didn't see yet.
Yeah, that's technically a prequel too, but it's not Blood Origin.
Okay, finally, Season 2 is complete and set to premiere this December. It will begin to adapt Sapkowski's second book, Blood of Elves, and take Geralt and Ciri to care more in the old fortress where witchers are trained.
Nice.
Some of the most notable additions to the cast are fellow witchers led by Geralt's mentor, Vasimir Kimbodnia, whose origin was explored in the anime film The Witcher Nightmare of the Wolf. I didn't see that one yet.
It's good.
I didn't see that one yet. Hey, Brian. Hey, buddy. Master of everything.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
We're
Hey,
here
Brian.
for some great movie
How's
madness.
it going?
If you can, you know, fandom and YouTube and everything can be pretty rough. Not to get into specifics, but
indeed.
Go give Eddie like a thumbs up on his last video and wish him the best. You may have already done that. I don't know because you're busy for work.
I haven't had a chance to watch the second video.
Yeah, he's taking a break as well.
I don't blame him, to be perfectly honest.
No.
I'm not going anywhere. If anything, I'm gonna tell everyone where I think we're going wrong.
Okay.
You know what needs to end?
Oh God.
And I know this is gonna hurt a lot of people. Call out culture. We talk all day long about cancel culture, but there's a culture that is more detrimental, in my opinion.
Is he calling me out? But you're
I'm just
calling
saying,
you're calling out call coach.
No, I'm actually saying we should kind of maybe take it easy on some of it. So I am not going to call anybody out for anything, honestly. So
tell me what you're really thinking, Brian.
Chill.
Call out the people.
Chill. That's all I got to say.
I care too much about fandom. I care too much about.
You know what, dude? The thing is there's the adults in fandom, and at the end of the day, it's up to the individual.
Here's Eddie. Eddie, we love you.
Love you, Eddie.
Yeah, love you, Eddie. Take care, man.
Yeah, come on to talk about movies, about positive stuff.
Yeah,
this isn't the end. Okay, take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Have some fun. Touch some grass. Be safe if you smoke some grass. I'm not saying to do that. I'm saying if you do, be safe about it. And, you know, don't be a stranger. Anyone.
That's right.
Okay. Well, Brian, Brian says he always wants to be on the MME. But
I love doing the movie talk.
But not so much on my other content.
I'm not going to be dealing with the throwing shade at the Menace anymore. It's just.
Oh man!
Sorry.
I was going to react to Chris Gore. I'm going to have to wait. Then.
Well, I mean, we can. I'm not gonna say anything inflammatory because honestly, to me, it feels like it's just wheel spinning, man. It doesn't get nowhere.
But what if they say something really stupid?
It's like watching CNN. It's like the equivalent of watching CNN.
I watch CNN
when you have Trump derangement. Okay, so I'm saying that certain people have menace derangement syndrome. Max, you tone it down. I'm not calling you out directly or anything.
No. I'm actually feeling a little nauseous today. I don't know what I.
There's a Bell series.
Oh, that coffee and what I ate for dinner. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Yes, geeks. Daniel Scott says he's looking forward to the Willow series. Yes, me too. Me too.
I didn't know that was happening. Was that based on the Buffy?
What's that?
Oh no! Oh
no! This Willow with Buffy, the character from Willow. No, this is the George Lucas one. Ron Howard directed Willow with Warwick Davis. I think.
Yeah, he's coming back for a Disney Plus series. I think.
Original character. That's cool.
Val Kilmer too.
Geek Studios says I almost left YouTube a few months ago, but Saggy and RJ stopped. Yeah, me too. True story. Me too.
So we have to stop Saggy from leaving. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, give her space. I think.
No, I totally get it. I was up playing or watching Twitch with her the other night, and I get it. I see where she's coming from. So
yeah, but I like this. But it's me, Brian. And not to dwell on it too much, but I like talking about it.
I get you, man. But like, there can be a point where, like me personally, I don't want to talk about it anymore. And the fact of the matter is we can come across sounding like big ass hypocrites, dude.
Well, no,
we're doing the same thing. We are monetizing outrage on their monetized outrage.
I'm not out. I'm not. I'm.
It's
I'm criticizing.
It's like a whole nother level of monetized outrage that I can't even wrap my mind around.
All right. Agree to disagree.
No, that's fine. Like I said, dude, I don't care.
All right.
You know.
Well, I'm actually like the reason I wanted to cover this current vid is someone new. I cover madness on the internet, and I cover authenticity and critique, and I guess we could say it's his opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll watch this and say, Max, you're being hyperbolic, or you're being unfair to Chris Gore. He hasn't jumped the shark. He's not just a hater like the rest. I'm just like extremely disappointed with him because the name of it is The Fall of Hollywood, and they say the Taco Bell of martial arts movies featuring Chris Gore. Talking about Strong Chi. Yes!
Oh.
I'll be real. I'm like, really, Chris Gore? Oh. That's so lame. It's such an easy thing to do. I know Brian says I'm doing the easy thing. So we'll get through this quick, Brian. So you don't.
No worries, we're good.
Then we'll go on to movie topics because I didn't watch it ahead of time. I'm honestly curious to see his points here.
No, you still are the mad reactor, Max.
Right. I react
Don't ever
to
change.
Mad. Right.
Don't ever change.
Oh man, I'm feeling ugh. You know what I had? I had stuffed peppers, and it's not feeling right. Ugh. Okay. So here's the thumbnail. Oh, there's the thumbnail. All right, let's give this a shot. See what happens. Maybe he's right.
Erotic.
Well, no, yeah.
It kind of looks like yeah.
All right, let me see here. Did I share the audio? Let me bring that back. I'm also curious too. My intent is not to hate on it. All right, let me share the audio here. My intent's not to hate on Chris. I'm very disappointed though, and it's not guilt by association. It's just I feel like he's gone off the deep end. Like Hollywood is not the fall of Hollywood. It's doing fine. It could be better. All right. Oh, Shutterstock ad. I did not have this.
.com.
Okay.
We're in the decline of Hollywood right now.
Okay.
I mean, it's peaked. Like it's had its best days. How does that feel, Chris Gore?
It's depressing. And just
I
moved here from Detroit. I grew up lower middle class, whatever. And I was actually just back home in Michigan, visiting family. And I was just talking to a buddy, and it's like, why are people from Michigan so like it's just different. It's weird.
Now, just push back on me, panel, if you think I'm being unfair, or maybe you think he's right. Maybe you think and I mean, he is making content now. If you want to support him, I'm not going to say don't support Chris Gore. It's just I remember watching him back in the day. I think I saw him on a G4, IGN. I can't remember. Attack of the Show. Yeah. He's not on Attack of the Show anymore.
Being in Los Angeles, there's a statistic that I saw. The highest concentration of assholes live in Los Angeles. I can definitively say that. But
I think the highest concentration of assholes is on YouTube.
Well, a lot of them live in Los Angeles.
Got him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, now they're moving and taking their kids out of schools and moving. Oh, there's X-Ray Girl. Thank you for your.
Look at when you stop. Look at X-Ray Girl. Look what she's.
No,
look
I
reacting.
Listen. This is where Brian might have a point. I don't want to mock women. I just want to hear what she has to say.
No,
like I'm tired.
If you criticize them based on that, you give them fodder to return it to your face. So
Right,
criticizing them on their lack of whatever diversity you want to call it, don't even talk about it.
The diversity's there. I just want to hear. I want to hear her say something. That's all.
No, it's about the opinion, not the content.
Okay.
In Detroit, where I grew up, it's just like my dad worked for Chrysler. My friend's dad worked for Ford. My other friend's dad, he worked for Chevrolet. There's like this sort of like total non-elitism because everybody just had working families, right? So when I came here to LA, I just noticed
that is correct.
Fucking full of themselves. They think that the job that they're doing is more important than a plumber or whoever, and it's just, or they don't.
I don't feel that. Do you get that feeling from? I mean, maybe on the Oscars. Maybe
I live that in my life, dude. I am sick and tired of elitism. Okay.
Listen, I'm not woke. I'm gonna make a video that says I'm not woke. I just support people that want to be woke.
No, live in a nice area and work in service.
Yes.
Okay. you will realize very quickly how very little people think of people.
Right.
Okay. So what he is saying is absolutely true.
But
and
it's
this takes
not
place.
just
Oh,
yeah.
well, it takes place in cities, and it filters down into the country.
No,
Okay?
I respect everyone
So,
that
like,
handles anything for me.
I'm just
super
saying,
nice to
like,
everyone.
people can be assholes in the cities because of a certain kind of elitism, and I do know that because I've seen it, I've lived it, I was there. Like,
But I'm saying, I'm saying all big cities probably have that, not just LA. New York probably has it too.
well, no, and that's the
Chicago.
thing. It's a metropolitan attitude.
Yeah.
Always been going on.
I live in New
It's not
York
like
City.
a
I
problem.
can vouch for that.
Yeah.
All right,
The bigger,
well, let's
the bigger the
let's-
city, the bigger the a-holes.
Well, that's a fair thing. Elitism triggers people, and the people. I think the general audience is disconnected from the Oscars. That's a big issue.
Detroit is like, no offense to people from Detroit. Detroit has never been a city that people want to like, go to. Be like, no disrespect. It's always been on the lower end of the cities, you know.
Shifty Gizm says, to be fair,
It's more of
comparing
a blue-collar
Shang-Chi,
city.
Yeah, a blue-collar
Taco
city, yeah.
Bell fits as an authentic Chinese film production would be to genuine Mexican cuisine, right? I mean, it's major shade. Let's see his metaphor and joke if it lands. Let's see, because that's
how to change a tire. You know, sort of basic things that you
Truth.
really need to know in life. That's the thing. My highly tuned Detroit bullshit detector just sort of saw, like, oh, people here are full of shit. People here don't keep promises. People here want to, like, they're like, you know, when you get and your radar goes off, I'm sure you've all had this experience where someone is way too friendly and nice to you and you just met them and you're like, I don't know, red flag going off, right? Like,
What?
you get vibes, and
he is I don't like that.
The problem, I do agree with him. The point, but the problem is they have people. These people that have have a lot of money, have a lot of money, they're wealthy. They don't have time to do the little stuff that
For a
a
better
normal person
word,
does.
he's very conflicted and tainted. He's like very grouchy.
Yeah.
He's very grouchy old man here, and I'm an old man boomer. But to say,
I don't like this has always been like this.
no, but some people that are very nice to begin with are genuine people.
Like Hollywood always
Saggy.
has that.
Saggy is genuinely happy to meet people.
It's not just a Hollywood thing. It's not just a Hollywood. It's a pure wealthy area thing. It's a wealthy wherever the wealthy areas in your metropolitan area is always like that. It's always been like that.
Hans, I'd like Hans on the show if anyone wants to send him a link. I'm not on Discord.
He has to. I think I've.
No,
I
exactly.
understand
I 100% agree, dude. I've lived it. Like, seriously, I've worked in like cars. Like, working on someone's car is like the lowliest of the jobs because it's something that everybody takes for granted.
But Brian, now he's talking about people being nice. And that he
fake nice is what he's
being
talking
fake,
about.
Being
and
fake.
People are fake nice as hell, especially in a town full of actors.
Not me.
Yeah.
Well, I know that, but do you live in Hollywood?
I think everyone's fake nice.
I'm moving to Hollywood.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Everyone
I don't think he's not talking about the internet. He's talking about Hollywood elites.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Fake nice? Like everyone's fake nice. You're having a bad day. You don't take it out on someone.
Like, hey man, to meet the. I don't know what it means, dude. I don't know.
Let's all give Brian props for giving.
I'm gonna push back because I think you guys are being a little too much on this, guys.
But we're agreeing with him. But it's just not a problem.
I'm agreeing with him, but it's like if you're gonna nitpick what he's saying and how the tone in which he's saying, and it's like, well,
no, I want to hear. I want to hear what he has to say. I don't want to be so biased myself as that I'm automatically going to judge him before I watch it. I did get triggered by the thumbnail and the title. I'll admit it. And I am hate watch. I'm not hate watching.
And damn you for making me defend people like this too. By the way,
no, I like Chris. I liked Chris Gore back in the day, just like I like Tommy Tallarico.
I'm just saying, dude. Move out to the country for 6 months, dude, and you will have a completely different mindset on the world.
I go to the country all the time. That's where my wife is from.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's like a whole different set of circumstances, man. Like, dude, my mom lives in Sacramento.
Well, let's be fair to Chris Gore. Let's hear him out. Let's hear what he's got to say. See if we think he's being if he has something there. Let's see.
That was always happening.
That's right,
to me.
Will Wallace.
It just told me, like, well, I'm just, I'm going to try and do whatever it is I'm going to do. But I've seen a lot of crazy, weird shit in this business. But most people are full of shit. We were talking earlier about late night and just like
actors.
Jimmy Kimmel I love Kimmel.
I like
doing
Kimmel.
Man Show with Coppola.
Oh,
was
now,
awesome.
now, I immediately think when I liked him when he did the Man Show, but not now. I hope he doesn't go that route.
It's great, but like, it's weird to see the two of them, which were doing the Man Show. I mean, like, if
Oh,
he
I
did
know.
anything,
They went two different ways.
he would get canceled. So just to see how that environment changes people is really disheartening.
I just think at the end of the day, like when we're looking at what Hollywood has become, it's no longer about entertaining. It's about manipulating their audience and trying to change culture. That's what it is. The people that are making these films, that is their end goal, not to entertain people.
So when Simu Liu is out there, LOL and us, like, dude,
Oh,
you're on the
God.
clock with fucking Martin.
Oh my goodness! See, this is where they said they didn't really take it seriously. They're not really offended. They keep mentioning it being a victim of the LOL. No, Chris Gore so far is okay. I'm trying to hear Chris Gore out. I honestly am. I didn't watch this ahead of time, but come on, the LOL that's a snowflake that can't.
There should be a title of your next video.
You got your Marvel uniform on, bro. Which again,
we all know it.
Thank you so much, Simu. Hollywood is going, they're leaving money at the table. The most basic thing is like, you had a kung fu movie to make. Just rip off
Money
a
at the
kung
table?
fu movie. Rip off The Raid. No, instead you made a sitcom and fucking never-ending story, wherever the fucking hell it was.
I don't even know what the fucking thing you could call it.
They're leaving shit on the table when they could make the most obvious thing. It would be a hit. They would still be successful. So that's the biggest question I have is, and I think I know the answer, but Chris, why are they not doing the obvious thing? Why are they going out of their way to piss off some fans?
My curiosity.
Go
What the hell is he talking about?
No, my
what's
curiosity.
What's the obvious thing? What is that?
My curiosity is really piqued because I mean, Brian, did you see Shang-Chi?
Yeah, absolutely. It was great.
It was a lot of fun. It is still doing really well. I don't understand this mentality. I mean, I guess my opinion is they're not being genuine or they're conflicted, but
I don't
maybe
think
they
they've
honestly.
seen the same movie. I don't think I don't know. They're definitely not talking about the same movie because
I just think they're trying to find things to dislike about it. I
agree. I think they go in that movie. I think they go to see these movies just to find something to dislike. That's why they can't enjoy it.
All right.
They don't really pay attention. They really don't pay attention.
I like how he definitely knows what'll make a lot more money.
What he doesn't tell us.
This obvious way that's very vague. It's like all over the place. Like, what the hell? You're telling Disney how to do business. These guys think they could fucking do Disney's like accounting and all. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, money talks in Hollywood.
Don't forget, Captain Marvel made $1 billion.
Yeah.
So let's see. I want to get to this Taco Bell comment to see if he hasn't. If we feel that he landed it. All right.
That's what's behind it. And why are what happened to fucking writing? Is it all just because it's content now and it doesn't really matter?
Well, it's really because I feel like they're almost casting the directors in the same way that they cast the actors, right? And writers' room. I have a friend who pitched a show to Marvel, and they said, "Yeah,
Cameron,
you could totally
Cameron Pasha." No,
if you weren't two white guys pitching this would sell immediately. I can't sell you. Like his agent just said to him, "I'm sorry, I can't sell you." It's almost, it's really pathetic. It's so
it's racism. I mean, that's what it is.
It's racism. Yeah,
it's systematic. It's
not about equality.
Oh. 1/4, Garrett. You had to go there. I mean, but they're doing the same thing that they say they hate when people bring up, though. Really, there. Wow.
I'm curious what this Marvel show is now.
To be honest, it's hard to get anything done in Hollywood right now.
But you know how many people
project.
You know how many people. You know how many people pitched up the Hollywood to studios and get rejected over and over, and more. It's a small percentage gets accepted. A small percentage.
All right. Well, let's finish this because we want to keep Brian around for positive movie news.
About equity.
Well, I mean, it's we've gotten to the point where the only socially acceptable form of racism is against,
Yeah.
Not extra.
Point that figure
somewhere else.
Okay.
What's that? Who?
Juicy. That was Juicy.
Well, he's doing the talking points for sure. I mean, there is some validity to it, but people are way hyperbolic about it, though.
Yeah,
they are. There is some validity to that, but oh well. Let's keep it.
Examples.
Let's hear them out.
3 quarters that way.
There you go.
Yeah.
You gotta put respect on the quarter, okay?
I mean, I don't think there should be any racism. I think that,
Right.
I, think
I agree
it's
with
just,
that.
You should,
Yeah,
just hire the best people who got the best ideas, and you want to.
Whoa, that's an alt-right dog whistle right there. You are good.
Wait, what did he say?
People who got the best ideas. I don't think there should be any racism. I think it's just you should.
That's
just
a
hire
racist
the best
term.
people who got the best ideas, and you want to.
Whoa, that's an alt-right dog whistle right there. You are good.
I've been told that's problematic.
Why is that type of racism not called out? You cannot do it. It is not. It's not. It's fine.
It is called out, but then you get called a racist for calling it out.
It's like when you call out bigotry, then they turn around and they call you the homophobe.
Right.
It's a Hollywood trap right now. I mean, we see it with every Star Trek character has been fucking turned gay. Everybody in the comics has been fucking turned gay.
Then why do you still watch it?
mean?
Okay, no. If we're gonna be adults here,
yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna be traditionalists, and we're gonna take responsibility and for our own individual actions. Okay,
yeah.
I will take responsibility for mine when you take responsibility for yours. You know what I mean? It's really ridiculous that this just keeps going on and on and on. Like, I don't know what they're gonna say because it's the same shit.
Okay,
hasn't changed. It's old hat. I mean, they're wrestling. Right. I don't know, man. It's just the same trope. You know, they make points, but then they spend the next 5 minutes burying that point with a bunch of rhetoric and other talking points, which are just spiraling. And
the reason I picked this to watch tonight is my curiosity. I'm really curious to what Chris Gore says, but so far he has had some points that
I agree with what he said so far.
We talked about elitism. We talked about if you have a project in Hollywood, from his experience, based on what he says, he has friends that if you go and you pitch it and you're, well, you're 2 white guys, we can't really. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if he's being hyperbolic, but elitism is a thing, yes. But
I can't speak to the other ism part, but I can speak to elitism. That is horse crap. Being a poor dude my whole life, like there's always somebody looking down at you. You know,
right.
And
I don't like looking down at people. No, but some people maybe their interpretation may be off of. That's why, when reality, Hollywood's a hard business to get anything going.
I mean, absolutely,
especially during the pandemic, and if it's not a superhero property.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I'm curious to see what else he has to say because I was a fan of him. I haven't watched him in years. He was more. Now he's popping back up everywhere. Okay.
And then you go, why stop turning our characters fucking gay? Create.
Now that is a straw man. Every character is not turned gay. There's a lot. I could admit that. I don't think it really matters as long as the story's good. It can be an inconvenience for the consumer, the viewer that's used to certain things if it's really out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a hyperbolic statement. Not everyone's turning gay. Not everyone. There's occasionally.
He's just playing to the base, man. It's
all right. I want the Chris Gore parts.
Few characters that are gay, create them.
Not a fan of this guy, anyways. He'll base baby face.
No.
Yeah. All right, Chris.
This doesn't work the other way. We don't see gay characters become straight. We don't see female.
Well, that's where they ignore. They ignore the context of Hollywood.
Got him.
It has been the scales have weighed the other way. That's where you completely ignore the history. I mean, we know why they've kind of jumped the shark on turning characters, not the frogs, like, some other guest said last week.
I mean,
but the reason that they may be jumping the shark. Now, part of it is, and I think we can all agree with this, Brian, part of it is Hollywood's own mistakes in the past for not addressing these issues sooner, that they keep doing it and promoting it like, look, we're doing right. because it's Hollywood's own history was bad.
Oh, I'm not saying by any stretch that the Hollywood's history has been anything but the dirtiest of the dirt.
Look,
Enosh, can you
Enosh,
come
what's
in?
happening, brother?
Enosh is ready for some action. All
Yeah,
right,
Fandom.
we're ready for some Enosh action.
Yeah,
hold on here. I miss Enosh, man.
Although
Yeah,
Enosh, I might have turned over a new leaf, though. You might not like me anymore on that one.
Oh yeah, definitely we want some Enosh. Yes, exactly. It's like watching CNN, but this is movie talk. I don't want politics and movie talk.
Basically, here's how we'll judge it. If whatever comment, either be from the Menace side or from our side, if it elicits an eye roll from me,
well, here's
we'll
my
go
main
from
here's my main thing here's my main thing with Brian, and I accept criticism. I think I am being in the middle and criticizing both sides.
No, I think for
I-
the most part you are, bud, and that's why it's like I want to try to steer the conversation.
These are
when
interesting.
I can, you know,
right. Brian is one of the most important parts of the show because he pushes back.
Well, because I
Everyone's-
watched some of the criticism too, and it's like, well, I'm not necessarily taking it to heart, but I can see where they'd have issues with what you've been saying.
No,
you know what I mean?
I see the elitism and assholery of Hollywood, especially during the Oscars, but I think you guys are worse, though. That's my thing. Even if you could pop in for like 5 minutes, we would just like to say hi. I mean, but if you really can't, you can't. Just because we love the lounge. We love the lounge. All right, let's get to Chris Gore's Taco Bell comment, which I can't wait to hear how he does this.
Well, to be honest, dude, most Marvel movies are like the fast food version of a movie these days. I mean, if we're gonna be totally honest, like,
all right. Well, I want to see how he uses it, though. Okay.
Black characters become white. This is a one-way street.
Again. Well, how does Chris look at Chris's face? I want to hear his response. I can't. I can't wait.
And to be
yet
clear,
you've
I
got
don't want to
built-in
see
deniability
right?
along the way. It's just like
What's the first thing you see on Twitter?
Oh,
once
yeah.
they flip a character. Oh, the bigots
Finally!
Well, finally, and then the bigots are going to get mad about this.
Yeah.
Good.
That is a triggered face, Gary. That is a triggered face. I mean,
I think he was mocking you there, Max.
Put that on a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Could someone get this? But seriously,
Ryan
Tired
is having
Enosh.
Zack Snyder flashbacks.
Hey Enosh,
Tired
hey man, we
Enosh.
love you, bro.
What's up, Tired Enosh?
We really want to get that lounge appreciation stream going. It's just we knew Brian had to be part of it, and I wasn't sure about. Well, it's good because you were tired from an event too.
Yeah, I had this big event today, and so I'm like beat. But you know what? But it's okay because I'm going to keep doing what I do. You keep doing what you do, Max. And, you know, we got when there's nonsense to be taken down.
Yeah.
You know what?
We have to try to be fair, though. We have to try to be fair.
It doesn't matter what the nonsense. We're going to keep coming hard on the nonsense, and keep
and give our 2 cents on nonsense.
We're going to give our 2 cents, and sometimes that's about all that
Are you a fan of Chris Gore?
That's all that the Grover wannabes are worth.
Okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're laying down.
Yeah. I don't allow pieces of felt to decide whether or not I feel passionately about something.
Yes.
I think there's a huge difference in just sitting around griping about stuff and making video after video about stuff just to gripe about it, and then there's stuff that you feel passionately about because you know that they're full of crap. And
well, here's the thing. I think we all can. Why is this important? And in the actual criticism, and Brian does some great criticism of what you're repeating the cycle because we're tired of people leaving. We're tired of people leaving the conversation, leaving frustrated, or starting to feel bad about what they like. You always say this is a place of nerds. Don't let anyone tell you. What do you say? What's your line?
Don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter.
Right.
Anybody that theirs doesn't matter, and that's just and that's really what it's about. The thing is like, look, when we do 2 cents on nonsense, we're not the first group of people who have a panel discussion or break stuff down. But the thing is, it's not just a gripe fest. First of all, when we do 2 cents on nonsense, we do have fun. We're having fun. We're I always say right up front that it's not just a gripe fest. We're trying to have fun. We poke a little bit of fun, but in the same token, we point out something that's serious. And look, I've seen you get accused. Matt is a leftist, and this person's a leftist. And
I'm not.
I've been called everything under the sun. It seems like
I just if someone feels they want representation, I want to listen to them, and then
exactly. And I'll be honest with you, I've had people lately call me everything from a libtard to I must be a Trump supporter to I must be everything. So when they call you literally something from both sides and they can't decide what you are, you're probably in the right because you're in the middle. It means you think critically and you don't just side with one side. You're not just off on one wing on either side. Many times, look, I come from a more conservative background, but that
me too.
That doesn't mean that I agree with the BS.
I come from a liberal background. Listen to me, honestly. Like
I know Brian's story. Yeah, for real. But this Enosh, tired Enosh.
Yeah.
This is about. Do you know Chris Gore at all? I used to watch him back in the day, Attack of the Show. So this video titled is the Taco Bell of Martial Arts Movies, featuring Chris Gore about Shang-Chi. And I wanted to hear what he had to say. Now, he did have some points that we all agreed with. I think elitism with Hollywood, do they have a secret agenda? Are they secretly files that drink the blood of babies? No, I don't think so.
No.
But the elitism with the Oscars is a huge disconnect with the general audience, the movie public. Yes,
there's a big disconnect there.
Look, the Oscars
and you're not. What's that, Enosh?
Suck. Who the heck gives a crap about the Oscars?
Well, that's why we're doing the Fandom Awards with Enosh and Brian and everything. That's why we're doing it.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's one thing to have an award show that actually does, that actually matters or whatever. Like, and I appreciate what you're doing with this little award show, and things, just to get back. And that's what the Oscars should be. The Oscars should be a fun time to be able to celebrate it. Unfortunately, the Oscars have turned into
all right, geeks.
A political agenda,
Right.
It's always been like that.
Yeah, and so the thing, like, I get it. That I get that frustration. See, when the Fandom Menace talks about stuff like that, like, I understand that frustration.
That is a big issue for real.
I get that. Sorry, I'm doing something here. I understand.
Make us a sandwich too, or whatever that is.
Popcorn. No, but
and you know what? I don't always agree with Enosh. Spaghetti tacos, I just don't get, brother. I don't get spaghetti tacos. I'm sorry.
Oh, bro.
I get.
Well, look, I get those.
Cooking with Enosh. This is what it looks like.
New show.
Go ahead.
Right. No, I get the frustration with
out
of that garbage. But the thing is, that does not just because there's garbage and there's things that need to be addressed there, it does not negate the fact that these people find SJWs and wokeness behind every corner, under every rock, and they've ruined it. They've ruined our ability to actually point out real garbage that goes on, because all they do is whine about garbage. They whine about leftism and extremism and stuff, and that's fine. We should be pointing out extremism on both sides.
Yes.
Don't. Yes. They embrace the most ridiculous stuff, and excuse it just for the sake of being of just saying, well, we don't like this other stuff. But look, it's not behind every little nook and cranny. And so then the thing is when you actually have stuff come up that actually is legitimate, that there's many times where I've watched, like Jeremy, for example, and seen something that he said, and I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. That I see that. There
have been a small occasion where I actually agree with Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And that's the other thing that really gets me. Is like I feel like at the end of the day, there's a lot in common there still. It's just the way we go about doing stuff.
Protoss, no, she doesn't, and I wish she did.
Is the breaker in a lot of these cases. You know what I mean? Or where egos come in and other things. You know, that's what kind of poisons this whole situation.
Well, let's get to the end here. We're almost at the end. See what he has to say. Maybe I'll do a faster speed.
I mean, they're excited about it. So it's like, so that's the only point. You're just trying to get people mad so you can virtue signal and tell us what a great person you are because you're fighting bigots for wanting to keep Superman straight or Spock straight. By the way, Spock is only played by one person, Leonard Nimoy, and that's it.
That's not fair either.
That's not. But that's just your opinion, man.
That's not fair. No one can touch it. We have to get past this in all fandoms that we're so stuck.
Leonard Nimoy is dead.
Yes.
Do you want Spock to die? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but you can't hold on to the past forever, bros. That's where I had the problem with the Menace, man. Like, I can let go of the past and be okay with it, bro. You know, and be all right with the new stuff. That's the main difference in my head with what's going on here. It's like,
how else do they want a new story? Isn't that what they're always complaining about? There's nothing new.
Write one. If you're so smart and you're so great at all this stuff, get off your lazy ass instead of complaining on fucking YouTube. Excuse my language. Go write some shit.
Yeah.
You know, if it's good, we'll like it.
But Brian,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. They don't
but no, that's not how it works.
Or if you're too lazy to write, go find a writer. Like that's good. You probably make some money.
Shit's too easy these days to just do that. You know, like
find a writer, hire a writer.
It is new that comes out. They don't want anything new. You got to remember, these guys, they say all this, right? They say that they want something new, they want something fresh. They say that they want, you know, to get away from this Hollywood elitism or whatever. And then every time something new comes along that's a good story, like they pounce on it before it even comes out. Like look.
And then they say we're not paying for it, but we watch it. Not all of them, a lot of them.
Look at Masters of the Universe Revelation, for example.
That was amazing.
Look at Masters of the Universe Revelation, for example, that literally continues the one storyline thread from the other.
This is where I can't stand. I can't have Kevin Smith being an enemy of fandom. That's where I can't. He is a pioneer in he was like a fan.
He's one of the original fanboys, dude.
Yes. Yeah. I can't take it.
I'm sorry. No way.
Have you guys been reading the comics for Revelation?
No.
So I've been reading. We're on issue 3, and you know what? They've got an awesome picture, the artwork of Tila standing there with the sorceress behind her. You know, with the falcon, putting a falcon headdress on Tila. Because I'm sorry, I'll spoil the whole freaking thing for you because you're a bunch of morons who can't get it. Tila is going to be the freaking sorceress. She's not going to be He-Man. But you guys are losing your mind. So they say, we want new stuff.
Yeah.
We want stuff that tells a good story. Then let Kevin Smith tell the freaking story instead of hopping on it and being like, it's woke. She's going to be He-Man. She doesn't do anything in that entire show to try to be He-Man or take spot or do any of that stuff, and she's not going to be He-Man. You don't understand because you're stupid and you don't read a comic, you don't watch a show.
Oh wow!
Make a blanket statement because it's got a woman in it and her hair is shaved on the side, so she must be woke and a lesbian. When she literally pines for I almost said Chris Adam. She pines for Adam and He-Man the entire freaking show, where Evil Lynn even says to her, "Well, I'm not the only one pining for somebody, am I?" That's the point. These people don't care, guys, about what actually is. They just care about continuing their mindset. So everything that comes out sucks. Everything that comes out is bad. Everything before it even comes out, they already made up their mind.
Because you have that in the algorithm in case it is bad. That's why. Because if it is bad, if it's below average, your video is going to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, and that's who's the real shill then? Who's the real shill? That's what I say. Because at least it can't be a try. We know can't be plays a little soft, but making things up just to be in the search for when things become, All right, let's.
What If is one of my favorite comics.
Yes.
Right. Whenever I go to a convention, I'm like, do you have the used comics? I just want to go to the What If, and they were really creative, right? Like mixing up the Fantastic Four powers and just like it was cool. Like it's definitely and the What If series isn't that. It's just race and gender swaps. Like
wow,
that's so low.
Chris Gore jumped the shark. That's what I wanted to see. I was really curious. Yeah, he's going exactly the talking points. Now, I agree. What If could be better, but to boil it down to the political talking points about just race and gender swaps when it's really the writing and the execution. I'm sorry, you're being extremely political. What do we need to do here? We need to remove the political talk from movies. We don't want Fox News and CNN in movie talk. I mean, that's not the major problem. It's the execution.
What do they gender swap?
I'm watching an episode of What If, watching these guys because they just sit around in a circle jerk, going back and forth. What if Jeremy just massaged the prostate of all of his friends in the Fandom Menace? What if Erotic really got up there with a couple of fingers and made sure that everybody felt really, really good? Okay. What if everybody just massaged each other to say these talking points that make no sense and have nothing to back them up, but except for, oh my God, Peggy was a woman in there and she looked like a man. She had muscles. We know that women can't have muscles, for God's sake. You know, shut up. Shut up. Stop massaging each other's prostates in your little circle jerk and actually like listen to a story.
Well, I wanted to see if Chris actually was going to go this route. I wanted to keep an open mind, but so far I liked him at the beginning. I think I want to hear from Brian. The most important man in the room right now is Brian. I really want to see, do you feel he's just doing the same thing or do you think he's being authentic?
Okay, is he dancing the heel wrestler routine? Sure. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Okay, the Fandom Menace, they're whatever the hell they do. They're just basically bad guy wrestlers preying on the weak-minded.
But don't we want to call
to get
out
mad? To get mad?
Don't we want to call out? Don't we want to call out con artists and snake oil salesmen for the real ones and real shows?
But the thing is like, half of the stuff, do you honestly think they believe it, or are they just saying it to make people mad?
Their community believes it.
I just didn't want to see this. I don't want to see OG movie talk people go down this route.
Well, I mean, he's not entirely wrong. I mean, there's a lot of like race and gender swaps.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
why-
As far as like Marvel what ifs, here's my question I pose to Marvel what ifs. What if Marvel what ifs was better?
Yeah, that's
I'd
true.
probably be happier.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. It's
Brian,
just for me.
give us clap for Brian.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, I mean,
No,
I'm not
it's
going to
not-
sit here
no,
and kiss the ass of Marvel for everything they put out.
No.
I'm not like that one bit. I just don't see the point in watching this.
Okay.
Like,
Fair enough.
It's like it doesn't do anything to further the story of the MCU, in my opinion.
No, listen, Brian, I will not make you do this again. This is the last.
Oh
time
no! I'm sorry.
I'm
not mad.
I was just curious if I can understand Chris Gore's angle with this talk about martial arts movies.
He's not entirely wrong. He hasn't gotten to that part yet.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
all been
Whoa,
sitting here talking about other things, about the same old stuff, about how Hollywood is race and gender swap and everything to oblivion, and how Spock is played by 3 different actors, and we don't like that anymore. Christopher Reeve is the only Superman. Oh my God!
It's really lame when people right.
You were asking about the angle. The angle is about like this. You curve the fingers a little bit. And you kind of get there and you do this kind of motion. It's almost like a come here motion. Like that's the angle that they have to get at to make each other feel good, right? To get these points.
Everyone should get checked out, prostate too, if you know.
But yeah, you want to get checked out. Look, I'm going to be 45 next week, and you got to get that.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the difference. Getting your doctor to put a finger up there and make sure that you don't have anything up there. That's fine. Continually.
That's a weird time to freeze.
Talking about prostate exams.
No, everyone.
When you hit 40, ladies and gentlemen,
look,
yes,
you might have to go get one.
Check you out is one thing.
Oh my!
You know what? A circle jerk. I guess that's another little.
Okay.
You know, making sure each other are feel comfortable. You all feel comfortable, Phantom Menace? You all feel comfortable?
Stunning and brave. This is.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, I love you, man. I love you that you keep trying. But stunning and brave to complain about. Why are they? This isn't the OG Spock or something. Come on. Give people a chance. The younger generations deserve their shot.
No,
you know, go watch Spock, dude. Who cares?
No, we want all of the pop culture to die with us.
Grow up.
Only our generation can have pop culture. Everybody, it's got to die for everybody else. No one else can play these characters ever again. Spock must die. Kirk must die. Superman must die. Luke must die. But we don't want him to die. We just want Mark Hamill to keep playing him until we have problems with his politics. And then what do they call him?
They're okay with replacing him. Yes.
Yeah, they called him a sea sucker. You know, Ryan Kindle called him a sea sucker.
Yeah, if you stand by Gina Carano, you should stand by Mark Hamill because they both are idiots online. I've said this too. Listen, Ryan knows when Mark Hamill tweeted out that thing of Melania.
Oh, dude,
I said that was bad.
We gave him hell for it. Yeah.
Remember? Do you remember me saying no?
Yeah,
Mark,
no. We try to be as
inappropriate.
consistent as we can around here at
Right,
MME, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to bullshit you or blow smoke up your ass.
No. That
according
was
to some other goddamn popular opinions.
That was like slut shaming the first lady. Even though if you don't, you can't not accept her as your first lady either. Come on, that's where we're in the situation now.
I mean,
accept the facts.
Look, I got the popcorn. I melted some butter.
Oh, that's buttery. Oh,
I mean, if you're looking for Zeno for tolerance, bro, you're never gonna find it. So.
Anyway,
oh wow, Reyes. Okay, I'm not a doctor. I'll take a look.
Oh my.
Wow.
Yeesh.
Behave, Reyes.
Oh my.
Hey.
Oh my. Oh, sorry. Gay Star Trek character reference. Not cool, right? Oh man.
It's got to be done.
All right.
Anyways,
Well,
I love you guys.
All right.
I'll be back tomorrow doing some stuff, but I gotta get.
man.
Yeah, Enoch. Just so you know, for the Fandom Awards, I want you to be the head up the last slot, the big shebang, the big party at the end.
Main event.
Vote clown.
Yeah.
For your.
I'm thinking you can head up the last 2 hours. We'll give you 2 hours at the end and try to get our boy Jarbo on because he might not want to host his own, but he said he would be on a panel. Try to get as many people as you can in there. That's what I'm hoping for you.
What are you calling the awards?
The Fandom Awards.
The Fandom Awards.
But the fannies for short.
The fannies.
Yes.
Fannies. I like it. So
the fannies
for your fanny consideration.
Yeah.
Go Poindexter Lounge.
And you'll get a prostate massage.
We should maybe we should I've had family pass from cancer. Maybe that could be the charity and get your fannies checked too. I don't know.
Anyways, I love you guys. By the way, I'm working on a project that involves Max.
Oh, really?
Max is going to be the first guest on a project that I'm doing.
Oh, cool.
I love Max, and I love you guys. Keep doing what you do. Listen, this idea that we should just be quiet. We should slow our roll. We should reel it back. We should reel it back. Heck no. It's funny when they start making videos asking us to slow our roll, to slow down. You guys are too much for the Fandom Menace. You guys just need to leave these poor guys alone. These little tiny channels that don't have any effect, or they have all the effect, and they Hollywood, whatever they're doing. Leave Jeremy alone. Leave Doomcock alone. Leave Heels versus Baby.
Mike Zero has a girlfriend.
For God's sake. It's too much for Heels versus Babyface. You know what? Somebody said something about Heels versus Babyface, and I thought that's like too much low hanging fruit. The guy can't even put a sentence together, and he's, at least Doomcock puts on this big show. Heels versus Babyface, he literally every video it looks like he just literally walked out of bed, like he just woke up at 5 p.m, after eating Cheetos all night. And
RJ, are you coming on? We want you on, man.
By the way, I love RJ. RJ, you keep doing what you do, bro. You know what? Listen, I love puppets, but some puppets, they got too much of a hand up there. More this way.
Subtle shade. That's funny. It's funny.
Oh my! Against puppets, I do love puppets, but you know what? You got to.
Oh, RJ wanted to say hi.
Hey, what's up? You can't let the puppet be in control of you. You got to control the puppet.
Right,
man. Brian gets top row. I'm sorry, RJ. Brian's been bringing the heat lately. I love it. I love that pushback.
Yeah, I know.
We're no hug box
Brian
here.
master of pushback.
I'm not saying slow down or stop. All I'm just saying is be smarter, because you don't want to end up like them. That's all I'm saying, because that's what I'm seeing.
Zeno
and
said
I've
it
been
best.
one to call it out. Okay.
Whenever I get down to finally making my movie MME T-shirt, I have the Zeno quote. We're no hug box here. I love that. Zeno, if you could, I'm gonna have to make a Zeno emoji, not a hug box, not a hug box.
Be a rich man.
All right, well, get some rest, bro.
Shout out to George. Shout out to George. Shout out to Aaron.
And now Little Movie Perp.
Yeah, shout out to Little Movie Perp. Shout out to you.
Shout out.
So I love all you guys. You know what? We're just gonna keep going, man. Like, you know what?
Hans is saying he should take over my show. Okay.
We don't have to go that far.
All right. After we see the Taco Bell, Brian's running the show. He's taking over Movie Madness.
As a former Taco Bell employee, I can speak to this. So
I still have my Amico Rocks Forever. I've done some Amico.
Amico, you're gonna come over, dude. We're gonna play some Amico.
Yeah.
There you go.
But all the stuff that we love seems to be all controversial.
Yeah, it's because you can't love anything on the internet anymore.
I'm sorry, dude. The fact that the Amico is even somewhat controversial to me is just like it astounds me.
It's funny.
Like, I'm sorry. To me, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, this machine that's not even designed for you has nothing to do with you at all.
God forbid,
as a problem.
Here's some of my Amico content.
It's a scam. It's a scam. I tell you, it's like, dude, bro, who gives a shit?
God forbid that you enjoy a retro gaming system with a new flair. God forbid you enjoy that. You know what I mean? Like we have to literally like form this huge opinion and this.
But it's a scam.
We know Relapse. Relapse.
Who gives a shit? Are you buying into it? Then you're not getting scammed.
It's a scam, though. We have to protect the consumers, guys.
Okay.
I don't know. How is it a scam if it's literally a
Thank you for your super chat. Next commenter.
Relapse.
Yeah, we care about the consumer.
We know about multiple meanings of the fanny. You know, Batman takes care of fannies. We know fannies. Yeah,
that's right.
Here's the next thing, though. Brie Larson is going to become the official spokesperson of Amico.
She's also going to be the star of the next Star Wars trilogy, so be on the lookout for that too.
I made that tweet like months ago.
Hans, you're always welcome on the panel. You know, Brian needs a tag team in here. Yeah.
It's all good. Thank you, Hans.
Well, the Fandom Menace has enough of a tag team going anyways. Like, it ain't really much of a tag team. It's more like a kind of like a gang street style battle royal, you know?
Hey,
like,
man,
everybody's in there. Just, come on, let's go.
Like
you.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, guys. I love you. I gotta get going.
Later,
right,
buddy.
Take care, Enosh.
So RJ,
yeah,
you have to make the video. I'm recommending. I'm a subscriber of yours. I'm recommending.
Are you
over here coaching him?
Are you coaching me or recommending?
Because
me,
I know I'm recommend. I'm not. You know, I'm my Padawan. You're my Padawan. I told you you have to be careful.
Since when were you the master of this? The only master here is Brian, the master of everything.
Oh, okay. So I'm the Padawan.
You know, there's only gonna be two Siths, right? So what are we going to kill?
But I'm saying now that we know, in my opinion, that Chris Core has jumped the shark, and he's using the same language. We got to talk about Taco Bell. We got to see this. Thank you for coming in here. He compares Shang-Chi to Taco Bell.
All right, let's listen in.
All right, this is the big shebang. I'm going to slow it down for this because I want to hear his words. Hold on. All right.
Lazy to me. We're living in the age now of factory filmmaking. This is what Francis Ford Coppola talked about. It's like this is why like the real creatives
going deep
are getting
cuts.
out of
Okay.
business, which is
He's
why
not
it's
wrong.
so disheartening to me that I believe we will never see another George Lucas, a guy who was so incredibly creative, a guy who was an indie filmmaker who hated Hollywood and moved north to get away from the bullshit and the fake people. I've been
He's
surrounded
not
by
lying.
cinema.
Okay, I like the deep cuts with the Francis Ford Coppola. I like the comment about we're not going to get another George Lucas. Although I would say
I've said it on
Zack Snyder-
stream. Marvel movies are like a sausage factory, dude. They're like all the same. It's just they got different casings.
You know what
and
else
different
is
flavors.
a sausage factory? Is MME.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, where are the women? God damn it.
Well,
We scared him away with our strong opinions.
Yeah, Ray, are you still there? The one brave woman in a sausage party.
Brave enough to comment.
Yes.
Rudy
No,
Brie
but
Larson, Grace Randolph.
Oh yes, but to be fair, I like that comment by Chris Gore about
No, so some of that is facts. I will
and
say
I
some
do
of that is
think
facts.
think Zack Snyder has the potential to be a George Lucas.
No, I don't.
Okay, well,
You're not going to see a modern day George Lucas.
I
ever.
said
I
potential.
I think Zack Snyder's like the in between Ridley Scott and Michael Bay. He's right there.
Oh, Michael Bay.
I like I love Michael Bay. I want to say I love Michael Bay. So
I think James Wan.
I think Zack Snyder is a little better storyteller than Michael Bay.
That's why I put him between that and Ridley
thank you,
Scott.
Zeno.
I think he's somewhere.
I think he's
between.
done with his DC movies. He's done a good job, but there's other movies.
Yeah.
Me too.
He's not. His storytelling is not that good.
I've
But
liked all his movies. I've liked all.
I think 300. I think personally, I think 300 might be his best.
All right. Well, let's see. Okay, so I like the start of that. Let's see what else he has to say.
Whole life. I even did a segment on G4 called Asian Underground, right, with this guy named Jeff Wong, and he and I would talk about Asian cinema, and
Okay.
just to kind of introduce people to it. So when I saw it, and I have to give credit to Tom. He said this, and it's sort of like I grew up loving Taco Bell when I lived in Michigan, right?
Okay.
I thought Taco Bell was the greatest. Then I moved to LA, and it was like I'd never had a taco, right? Because I finally went to a true Mexican restaurant where nobody spoke English, which is always the best food. If you're gonna get good Chinese food, Korean barbecue, whatever,
Agree.
go somewhere where nobody speaks English. Those are the best places. And
That's
I
a
feel like
fact.
Shang-Chi is the Taco Bell.
Ooh, okay. Oh, you're breaking my heart.
Wait,
Let it go, because I will totally perfectly explain everything he's trying to say.
Wait,
I understand. It's just weird.
No, RJ, go ahead.
No, I was
Go
going to
ahead.
ask who's the woman in the corner?
Oh, that's X-Ray Girl. I'm still waiting for her to say something. I really am. She's beautiful. I think she's a beautiful woman. I think she's talented.
Where did that come from? It's like, oh, I'm waiting for her to talk. She's beautiful, by the way.
No, I mean, I'm not hating on her. I'm not hating on her. She has a job. She is a producer of Friday Night. I almost said the other one, Tights. And she does make a lot of the graphics and intros, and she handles things. So she's talented. She has talent. I'm just waiting. I mean, they include her on the panel. I'm hoping for more of a reason than just to be there. That's all. I'm being fair. I don't want to hate on her though.
You know what? I'm gonna open the barrier. I'm gonna follow X-Ray Girl and check out what she does.
Oh,
So,
I
there
do
you
follow
go.
her. Yeah, I do follow her. I think I do at least.
Copy of something else.
That is so on point. Oh my god! That's hilarious.
And I didn't care.
He
if
made
anyone-
a really good point.
Okay.
Like let me explain that to you. Okay. Would you consider Panda Express to be genuine, authentic Asian food?
No.
Okay. So would you consider this? So basing the fact that most movies today are like a meat press or just a factory, they just pump them out for money. You know, there is good storytelling, but let's be honest. I mean, especially back in the Snyderverse days, I'm sure we all said, "Oh, Marvel movies, yeah, man, they suck." Because I remember saying that. Okay, so there's just like a sausage factory after like the first few movies, because it's kind of true. They all kind of just like fell into this like greater scheme of Marvel, but similar in style and form. But
Well, here's the thing.
Different elements added in.
Real quick. I just wanted to say, like, have any of you watched some of Film Threat's YouTube stuff?
No.
Okay, so I've actually watched a lot of Chris Gore's videos. The video where he talks about why modern filmmaking is such crap right now. It's a very flashy title, but I will say it's not a bad video. Like, he is a very intelligent man, and I think he knows he has a great insight on Hollywood and filmmaking.
No, there's a problem.
I'm saying, I thought that his breakdown of why the death of Han Solo and a lot of the sequel trilogy stuff didn't hit the mark, was actually very well put together, and I actually appreciate what he said. So I don't agree with some of the things he's saying in this specific video about Shang-Chi, but I do think he has a decent insight on some things.
Well, to be fair, I think he landed the I was triggered by the title, I'll admit it, and then I think his delivery of the reason, if you think the film is a generic copy, is an accurate metaphor for what it is. But to me personally, here's what I'm going to say though. You have to understand Shang-Chi is an imitation character of Bruce Lee to begin with, and it is an homage to all those genre films that came from. So it's a celebration of that. It is the authenticity off. I think there's a lot of. I think that's kind of disrespectful to all of the Asian entertainment, all the people that produced and made this film and were in it. I don't think it's just a carbon copy when the authenticity is there, and why representation does matter behind and on screen. There were so many people involved, and to say that it's just a McDonald's version of Chinese food, or a fast food version of Chinese food, when there's so many talent involved, I guess it's his right to rate it like that. But I think you have to be really sure when you lay that out there. To me personally,
okay,
that's
so
my thought.
let's do a little rundown here.
Okay, lay it down, Brian.
Flashy, clickbaity title. Intrigued. Max clicks on it.
Oh God,
Taco Bell. Oh my God, they're gonna say something bad.
Hey, Taco Bell won the wars, though, guys. We don't know that.
I used to work at Taco Bell. Not an item on that damn menu is either Spanish or entirely English.
I used to own the plushies.
I like Taco Bell.
I used to own the plushies of the Taco Bell Chihuahua.
Yeah, that little Che Guevara dog.
Yeah.
You remember that? He had Viva Gorditas. I used to work there. Okay. Yeah, that was Carlos Aransky or whatever. The guy who played, he was in Reno 911. He was Deputy Garcia. Also the Taco Bell dog. A little fun fact for you.
But yeah, but we know Taco Bell's going to win the wars, right?
But oh shit, dude. Taco Bell around the corner from my house closed at 5, man.
Listen, my personal bias in people, he's collaborating with people I don't necessarily like, so I was a little biased going in. I am kind of shocked that that I agree with his metaphor there so close. I just think it's kind of insulting based on the amount of Asian talent that was included in this. But of course, it's his right to criticize.
It's only a 7-minute video.
It's just fast food.
It's only 8-minute video. She could have said some stuff that's not in here.
Okay, so let's hear the ending here. Let's give him the full.
Let's not forget that he had that whole if you're white, they're not going to hire you in Marvel. He's masking these little talking points in between legitimate criticism of Hollywood, and I understand that. And it's those little isms in between there that kind of get to me. Like even say, if the whole thing's about the downfall of Hollywood, and he's blaming what if just did gender and race swaps, right?
That's unfair. That's an unfair.
He's doing a lot of these little things that I think should be called out. Honestly.
Right. But this part, I can understand this.
Looked like me when I was watching Johnny Sacco and his giant robot. It didn't matter to me that I didn't look like that person, because the whole point of fiction, all fiction, comic books, movies, video games, novels, books, is to identify with someone who isn't you. If you have to see someone and then project yourself, you're a fucking narcissist.
No. I totally disagree there.
No, I totally loses it. He always has something, and then he loses it.
That's where the entitled white man comes out. I'm sorry, because we've had because I can criticize white people because we've had we've always had that opportunity to identify with someone on screen. You can't just. I'm sorry, white privilege.
No, I get it, man. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't have to, but so that's basically
great time to pop in Nicotina.
It is.
No. But I was in there when he was saying it, and then when he left, when he finished with that, it's narcissistic to want representation. That's bullshit.
No, it's narcissistic to
when you haven't had it.
No. It's narcissistic to only want to see yourself in everything else.
And who's
yes,
advocating for that?
I
Who's
find that
advocating for that?
I find that to be kind of highly narcissistic.
But who's advocating for that? Like, where do you see that?
Well, that's basically what he was saying, isn't it?
Yeah, but who's doing that?
But with the context of this show and their talking points to try to allude that representation is narcissistic because you want to see yourself or your race represent on screen when it isn't there. Again, context and history of Hollywood and film.
Okay, so
it's not there. That's not narcissistic to want representation.
No, I don't want to see a big fat lazy white dude with a goatee and a neck beard who rants occasionally on the internet.
Representation matters. Fat Gore is my favorite superhero ever.
I would prefer not to see superheroes.
Hey,
you want
to know something? Fat, that's how Thor's supposed to look like, by the way, in mythology. That's how Thor looks. It's fat.
White privilege is BS. No such thing.
I wouldn't go that far.
I think that's an example of it, Josh. I respect your opinion. But I think that's where am I reading too much into that comment?
I've grown as somebody who's grown up like with low means. You know what I mean? Like I can understand some of it. There's a lot of poor white people out there.
Just so you guys know,
there's a lot of poor. There's a lot of poor people out there in general. You know what I mean? So it's like to generalize. Sometimes it does kind of irritate me a little bit, but I will say that there are certain people of certain races that have, we'll call it privilege, a leg up, if you will, on other people.
Thank you, Brickman Andy. What are you?
Hey man, it's hard. It's hard work these days.
Oh,
okay?
Hold on. Is that Brickman Andy, my #1 fan, who's in my comment sections all the time, saying I'm a loser? Oh, hi, Brickman Andy. What's up, dude?
Oh, Cast Graphics $2.99 super sticker. I appreciate it. And we want Cast Graphics in on the conversation sometime for sure.
Yeah, and I just want to say that him being part of Andy Park's team at Marvel, that's amazing. That's really cool. Like
Zeno's asking for some
I would
white
love
privilege.
to get some insight on what he does over at Marvel. That'd be great.
Right. Even if you don't want it to be live, I would just love to talk to you. So let's hear his comment here. Get slammed. I've been on Andy Park's team, the director of art, for over years, and we put our all into this. No agenda makes it the best. We can. It's frustrating. I mean, people in the industry are frustrated by this constant hate. I mean, there's creators that are really frustrated. And if you really are consistent about not cancel culture, we shouldn't attack people in the entertainment industry, and we should support them. And there is a direct correlation from piracy and hating on everything online.
Well, not only that, but there's more of an anonymity.
The industry is being hurt.
Well, the thing is like, slim. Well, here's the deal. So back in the day,
everything.
Okay, here. Back in the day, people for movie critique used to go to the newspaper or the television, where it would be like once a week, Siskel and Ebert, and that was it. Okay, maybe your local newspaper if you lived in a city or nearby, you'd have a column in there, and that would be it. That would movie criticism back in the day. Now we have YouTube. Dude, I work at a sandwich shop, and I criticize movies when I get home from work.
Anybody with a camera,
anybody with a webcam and a microphone can get on here and do this shit. Yeah. So it's like the amount of criticism has got to be through the roof. So I can only imagine what it'd be like to be a creative now and have to like not look at this on the internet.
Right?
How do you avoid this? Like even like people from us that like have a mild mannered opinion. We still kind of have stuff that we like and we don't like. Like I said, that I don't like What Ifs, but there's a hardworking team behind that whole show that put their heart and soul into it.
Welcome to BME. Oh, that sounds like bowel movement.
Guys, this is called taking accountability for your own individuality within fandom. So it's like, no, you have to take responsibility about how you act in certain fandoms. You act like an asshole, you're going to get ousted. Okay, that's just how it works.
Yeah.
No cancel culture, no call out culture. We all hold each other accountable by how we act on the internet on a nightly basis. So it's like,
Josh, I understand this. I grew up very poor as well. I can respect that. Yes, but just because it doesn't.
I lived in trailer parks my whole life, dude. Like, so it's like I get it, bro. Like, methamphetamines is real. Painkillers
Okay.
are real, man. Like it destroys
I
people.
mean, I grew up in a really poor neighborhood that had a lot of gang violence. I mean, when I moved out, I moved somewhere else. Like the next week, someone was like murdered on my street block,
Yeah,
right
so,
across.
I mean,
from
it's
me.
like
gang violence constantly, gun violence, drug
Yeah.
dealing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it kind of gets across demographic lines. There's a lot of poor white folk out there too, man. So to sit there and to stand on that elitist mountain and cast aspersions down upon the poor dummies that live out in the country, you know how much that pisses me off, dude.
No, I get that. I do have to.
Yeah, I just wanted to show this because I know RJ's leaving for Geeks. I almost feel like I should end it for Geek Stream. I'm sorry, I don't know.
No. Do what you got to do. I mean, it's Geeks. Well, I just want to say it's Geeks' birthday, so I'll be over there talking about some what if. So go show Geek Studios some love if you guys can.
Yeah, someone link them in the chat. What did you think of this new image of Kate Bishop and Hawkeye?
It leaked 2 weeks ago, so it's not really new.
You're saying it's old news,
cool.
Max.
Yeah, okay,
I like it. I mean, I like it.
You've overstayed your welcome. Bye. No,
He's like, your topic sucks. I'm out.
I do boomer all over the place. I'm like, wow, this is a cool new image. RJ's like, that's old news. Damn you, RJ.
Here, before I go, I got something I can show. Hold on. All right. Hold up. Let me make sure I'm presentable. Jesus. Oh
wow, what's going on here?
Oh, we're gonna get a logo T-shirt.
Yeah, I got Black Widow on Blu-ray.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Steelbook?
No, it's some kind of Target exclusive. It has a filmmaker book in it. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm jealous. I want to watch that.
Yeah, and I
I
got this too. It was a gift. I got this as a gift. It's like some kind of Funko Pop with the
RJ, you're not
t-shirt.
helping me with my problems. You're showing me lots of cool swag.
Yeah, you're not supposed to show toys to Max or Blu-rays.
I'm
Come on,
sad.
man.
We're
trying to help him here.
I also got this.
Talk about a geek with cash.
My goodness.
Oh no!
Steelbook and the box set.
RJ, if you see another,
RJ.
I can't find it. I haven't been trying to find it.
They're sold out everywhere, so it's mine only.
Man, why you support Nan Sarnoff buying the trilogy? That means it's a trilogy. Sorry, I'm just being an ass.
You don't even understand. I cannot get this Steelbook pre-ordered anywhere. I can never make it to Best Buy when they've opened because it's always sold out. Oh, you crushed me, RJ. Get out of here.
Sorry to crush your hopes and dreams. On that note, after
If you see another one, I will pay you back. I will pay you back.
I'm gonna be like a PS5 reseller. You're gonna have to pay extra $100.
Oh what?
RJ, no.
Oh man.
RJ broke.
Don't ever let him back here again with that scalper's mentality. Oh. Hey RJ,
Yeah.
what's up, buddy?
I'm messing. But yeah, I do gotta bet out. I'll see you guys later.
Later, man.
Take care.
Bye, RJ.
You don't understand. I'm really extremely jealous.
I know, dude.
If he wouldn't show
himself.
The one thing I said, I'm gonna get this on Steelbook, and I can't get it because I'm not paying $80 on eBay. Cast graphics. Okay. Think about the show, Max. I'll accept criticism, but if I design a costume comic accurate, I got to think about stunts, right? Wire work, visual effects artists that need to duplicate these images. It's a constant give and take. Yes.
Okay,
exactly.
so for that, I guess I do apologize for what I said because that does kind of diminish what's been going on. But I mean, you can kind of see where someone would think that, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. No, this is MME. We just happened to cover Chris Gore's Fall from Grace.
I tried to tell him not to watch it, dude. I said, just give them their lane on the internet and let them crash into the wall, man. Do you have to watch? I mean, don't get me wrong. Car crashes are fun to watch, but like at the end of the day, do you feel any better?
Okay. Well, maybe I'll have some more old news here. Let me see.
Old news.
Oh, this is interesting.
Why you gotta say it all depressed, man? It's like
no, I'm depressed.
Out of the news.
I'm depressed because he did break me. He did break me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The constant hate of content on video. I laugh at that. I critique that. but you show me a steelbook that I want and I can't get it, breaks me. I can't think of anything else now. I'm addicted. I have problems. Okay, Antonio Banderas is back. I've been looking for a little Antonio resurgence. He hasn't really gone anywhere, but Banshee knows what's up. Cast Antonio Banderas in an action movie again.
Wow.
Banshee,
God, man, what's it been? 20 years?
Well, he's been around. It's just I really want him and Catherine Zeta-Jones to make a Zorro 3. They weren't the best movies ever, but they were decent.
Oh crap! We got that spammer in here.
And I
mods, do your job, please.
This guy was in Eddie's first video.
His Saggy video. This
I couldn't block him. Something happened. Mine's not working. An error occurred. Someone help me.
Zeno got him.
I got it.
Okay.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back because he has.
Does anyone?
Counts.
Okay. Does anyone have interest in seeing Antonio Banderas have a little resurgence, or maybe even Zorro 3?
Yeah, I think so.
Banshee. This gets me interested. I want to see him in a really look at him in those gloves. He means business. I mean, I don't know if this image is from it or all, but Banshee, a new action movie from director John Keyes that follows the travails of a freelance assassin. He's an assassin again. He has landed its main cast. Antonio Banderas is now on board for the thriller, along with Tommy Flanagan and Jamie King. According to Variety, the film focuses on a freelance assassin who uses the codename Banshee, hence the name of the film. She's ambushed by a not so good mercenary named Anthony Green, who killed her father. Okay. Trying to see other talent. Flanagan, Sons of Anarchy, Westworld, King, My Bloody Valentine, Black Summer. I'm interested. I want to see him come back as Zorro too. Maybe if we get a resurgence. On the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I didn't see that. Did anyone see the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard? Anyone see that?
No, I saw the trailer for that. It looked really good. I just haven't got around to watching it yet. I'll probably wait for it to come out on streaming. It's not something I'm like leaping up and down to go to the theaters for.
No. I'll watch it. I'm happy he's back. Let me see. Who's in Indiana Jones 5 and Avatar 2? Antonio? Degrassi?
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Sweet.
5. Yeah.
Really? Cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Best mod Xeno. Pump me up, Pawns. Okay.
It's all right, man. We'll probably
the guy's gonna come back.
Probably wrap it up soon, anyways. I mean, what the hell?
Actually, no, we're going for another hour.
Oh, fuck it. Let's go.
I had a lot of time. Now my computer's freezing. Damn it.
That's all right, ladies and gentlemen. I've got some fun stuff to talk about.
What the hell's going on my computer?
I don't know.
Oh my god! What the hell?
Should we be scared? Should we back away from our computers, bro? Like,
I'm being attacked. All right.
No, this guy is coming back with so many accounts now.
Dude, this chat is full of mods. I wouldn't worry about it, man.
No, he has like hundreds. He has like multiple accounts. He's gonna give you all Max.
Hey, those are all individual views. Thank you, good sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, this is his third. This is his third account.
Yeah, right on. Hey, make sure to smash that dislike button too on your way out.
No, like button.
Engagement helps the channel.
Yeah. Around the World in 80 Days trailer. David Tennant travels neither time nor space in a hot air balloon. I like Around the World in 80 Days. I think he's a good fit for this type of project. I'm happy for it.
I just saw hundreds of them flying around in my city the other day.
Oh, really? That's
They
cool.
actually have hot air balloon races in Reno. It's pretty nuts.
That's
but hot air balloons are cool, man. Like,
yeah.
And this is a cool story, by the way, too. I like.
No, and I think he's perfect. That's like a perfect role for him.
Wasn't there one with Jackie Chan?
Look at that. Yeah, there was. I like that one.
And Arnold.
It's not perfect though. But
is it me? Just like Jude Law looked pretty cool back in like old timey stuff.
Yeah,
like,
he does. Yeah,
he pulled off Dumbledore pretty good, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Let me see. I'm not going to watch the trailer here.
Yeah, did Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr.
I'm wondering where this is is this a movie or is this gonna be on a streaming service?
That'd be kind of a cool streaming.
Oh, it's a series. Began filming
Ooh.
well over a year ago, March of 2020, but COVID. It is a series. Okay, cool. BBC.
Oh, cool. So they're going back to back in the old days, because wasn't the original one like a made-for-TV movie?
It might have been. That was one of my dad's favorites. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to more David Tennant. Let me see here. Lewis Cox. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? It's a shame that Saggy has left YouTube. All we could do is just support her, give her space.
Should be back one of these days, man. It's not over. Never say never.
Yeah, never say never. And then you could always support her on Twitch, where she says she's having fun playing video games. I can't fault anyone for that.
I stayed up till 1:30 just hanging out. She was playing The Walking Dead. Me and Geeks were hanging out, man. It was cool. It's good times, man. So go over to Saggy's Twitch channel. Yeah, dude, what a waste of time, dude. It's like, hey, man, whatever.
Seriously, dude, call a doctor. No, I mean this is a real moment. She is a great woman. Go call a doctor and get some help, please. If you have this much anger in your heart that you feel you need to do this to someone else, call a doctor. Yeah. I'm not going to hate on you because it's just going to, like Brian says, it's going to perpetuate the cycle. Please get some help.
Get off on it anyways.
Please get some help, man. Really. Man or woman, whatever you are, whatever you identify. I don't know. I'm not mocking you. Call someone and get some help. Seriously, it's not worth it. Go enjoy something, and there's a lot more to live for than this. Yeah. This is me being a real moment. There's a lot more to live for than this. There's a lot. Go have some fun. Please, dude. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get rid of you. You just keep popping up. I'm going to be real. You just keep popping in, but I'm asking you, go seek help. Go seek help right now.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Before it's too late.
It's not worth it. There's so much better things to do with your life.
It's just the thing is we're letting him win now. Just hijacking.
No, we're not. They're not letting him win. I honestly was reaching out to a person that has that much hate in their heart. I'm honestly reaching out to you, saying I hope you have a nice day.
Yeah.
So maybe someone's not told you that enough. I hope you have a nice day, and I really want you to get help. Really, Eddie had a very emotional stream earlier where he was almost in tears. And to mock someone that's doing that, okay, do your thing. I'm just going to ignore you now. I'm not going to stop the stream for you. But if you don't want to take my moment where I was telling you need help, then, I mean, whatever. All right, let's get to some movie topics and move on. All right, here we go. And please, mods, do your thing. The Wheel of Time and Witcher images are all about wooing Game of Thrones fans. I've heard about the Wheel of Time. I am really looking forward to it. I know it's another fantasy series.
I think Witcher has that, like the Game of Thrones fans interested.
What's that?
I think Game of Thrones fans, the Witcher fans, definitely have some of the Game of Thrones fans interested. I don't know.
Is this going to be on Amazon?
I'm not sure.
Netflix?
Netflix.
Witcher's Netflix. Wheel of Time. I'm not sure. That's a good question. That might be Amazon.
Netflix. I think the first season was Netflix.
Well, I thought Witcher was a Netflix show.
Well, Witcher, but not Wheel of Time. I'm talking about Wheel of Time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. In the meantime, there are shows like Wheel of Time, making the series premiere on Amazon Prime Video in November. Yes, something else to look forward to. Yes, you'll be able to stream both of these series before the end of 2021. Yes, that's something great to cover. I'm really looking forward to that. Another fantasy series, definitely on the to watch list. Let's hope it meets the quality. It's another great thing I could look forward to. I look forward to this type of stuff. I hope it's on the level of Game of Thrones. I really do, because everyone says it's the next Game of Thrones, and it's not garbage, but it's still not.
There's only one show.
There was a lot of great things about Game of Thrones, and I kind of even want to revisit the end. I was really harsh on the end myself. I was disappointed. But I kind of like to rewatch some of it. It was a really good show.
And there's only this one fantasy show that's only gonna be the Game of Thrones. It's not gonna be as close to as violent or get to sexual content as Game of Thrones, but that's Lord of the Rings.
Have you seen the last episode of Titans, good sir?
No. Oh, you know what though,
bro?
I was watching that before the show. Lewis Cox, thank you for the support, brother. The Wheel of Time is on Amazon. I appreciate that.
And thanks for the comment in my video. In this call.
Okay, cool. I will say, woo! I am a new fan of Blackfire.
Right?
I'd like to be Superboy in that situation. Oh my god.
Bravo,
I don't even know if I don't even know if I know what you're saying yet, Brian. But at the end of last season, when Blackfire made her introduction, I think she seemed a little cheesy. Not anymore.
No, she seems really cool, man. Like,
right.
I think she's fit in really well. No, we're not going to spoil anything. Don't worry about it, guys.
No.
But no, like I posted on Twitter. I was like, I'm watching 4 TV shows right now.
Would you be Blackfire's servant if she walked in the room?
Hell yeah.
Then a heartbeat.
Get a Superboy shirt and do your thing.
Yes, indeed.
Oh wow,
she looks fantastic. Oh, dude, in Starfire, come on.
I'm sorry. I never thought Blackfire would take my heart away from Starfire, but I think she might have.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm watching that. I'm watching Lower Decks, which I like it. It's great callbacks. I'm also watching Highlander the series. Yeah, from 1992.
Oh yeah, Highlander.
Dude, Adrian Paul as Duncan MacLeod. I'm telling you, that show is fantastic, and I like it better than I like What If.
No, What If isn't great. It's just it's not the problem. What If it should be fun to do What If with race swaps and gender swaps. That's the whole freaking idea. Have fun.
No, that's fine. And I don't have a problem with that. And that's kind of like the whole premise of the show in the first place, is to kind of turn things on its head. It's just, for me, it doesn't feel like it moves anywhere.
Oh yeah, Daniel Scott, the Isaac Asimov Foundation series. I didn't see a trailer of that. I want to. I've heard a long time about it's going to be like an epic sci-fi, the Foundation series.
That'd be kind of cool. It's like Star Wars Legends. They're just stories, but they don't mean anything. I'm gonna piss some people off by that one, by the way.
Yeah. I would love to see a What If Star Wars. That would be, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
They did that.
That's coming.
There's a book.
Star
Wars Myths and Legends.
That'll have to come. You're just saying.
What if Luke turns to the dark side?
Expect an announcement. I guarantee it. That's such a good idea. They're gonna do it. They're milking everything, right? They're milking the Marvel. They're gonna milk Star Wars for sure. They need
Luke
to
turns to the dark side. That's all. That's what we need. What if he decides to kill his father and take his place at the?
Oh, Lewis Cox. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support, Lewis. Oh, and Foundation is on Apple Plus. That is coming in a few days, which I am really excited for. I'm happy for you, Lewis. I am too. The only problem is I just got. What is it? Paramount Plus, and I'm watching Discovery, and I paid for a month, and then I cannot justify getting Apple Plus now. I think what I'm gonna have to do is do a stream hopping plan, like pay for one subscription this month, watch as much as I can, and jump to the next.
Binge it. I think
that's what I got to do, because it's getting to that point.
There's Prime Star Trek content coming out because Discovery season 4 is coming out pretty soon, as well as Strange New Worlds and Picard. So like I'm so excited to have it. Wow. Plus, dude, if you ever get bored and want to watch and want to get more bored, you watch the Godfather trilogy. They got that on there. Okay. Like they got classic Paramount movies on that jam, and that's really cool.
Infinity.
But you really get the most bang out of your buck if you cancel so you pay attention to what you're doing. You cancel and jump to the next thing, and then binge the hell out of the next thing.
I used to do that with the WWE Network. If you wait about 6 months, they throw you a free promo email again.
I am going to watch. The other thing about Apple Plus too is it has that series with Jason Momoa, but I didn't like the end of the. I was like, I got tired of it. But now they brought in who's the guy? Dave Bautista with Momoa. I'm like, damn it! Damn it! Why did you do that?
Series. Yeah, they have the Yo, so Brian, I used to binge the old Boss shows, the Nitro, and Thunder.
It's getting to streaming plus my whole wallet. plus everything.
Yeah, I have to check out the show with the Batista and Jason Momoa. I have to check it
Yeah,
out.
I think Apple Plus was $5 when I tried it before. I'll have to see if it's.
Oh, I have it free for a year.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Let me see. This is just interesting. It's on IGN. Interesting from history. A lost film thought destroyed by the Aussies has been rediscovered recently. The movie will get a proper premiere next month. The film is called Europa, and according to the Guardian, it is an anti-fascist.
Oh, that's why they destroyed it, because it was a communist movie.
Isn't that a famous movie though? Didn't it?
However, a copy of the film was discovered recently. Yes, because I pre-read the article a little bit. This truly is one of the most important film rediscoveries of recent years, a major lost work of the European avant-garde, an important affirmation of Stefan and Franziska Themerson's important contribution to cinema history. That's interesting. I'm glad it was recovered. Of course, you know
what they should do? They should make a movie. They should make it.
I would like to hear the story, like a documentary of how.
Yeah, make the movie of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't that be interesting?
I like those kind of movies where it's like it's a movie about how a movie was made. That's always interesting.
This is very because this is very interesting because of what is how's anti-fascist.
Oh, Yellowstone is dumb but watchable. Okay, that's binge-worthy. I like to say that like Elaine on Seinfeld.
Yeah, Jason Momoa does
is
so
it binge-worthy?
I liked Longmire. That show was fantastic.
Yes, I never finished it.
No, neither did I. I got about 3-4 seasons in. I was like,
you know why it's hard for me? Because my father-in-law that passed, we used to watch it together at his house, and I didn't finish it.
Damn it.
He saw the whole thing, and I didn't finish it. That, and he also liked Lost in Space on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
And then I can't watch that either because it just I want to watch it, but I'm like, ugh.
There was another show that I watched right around the same time. What was it? The Killing. It had Joel Kinnaman in it.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that show a lot.
Josh Bowen asked when you were going to do a Star Wars stream. I'll try to do more Star Wars content if I can. It's really just if there's news. Love Longmire over Yellowstone. Yes. And then another one they recommend is Bosch from Amazon, I think.
Bosch, yeah.
And
I just have Amazon. I gotta explore that.
I still didn't watch. What's the Eddie Murphy movie that came back? What's the call?
Oh, Coming to America 2?
I didn't watch that yet. I gotta watch that.
Yeah, and they turned it into a musical. That was good.
Pretty much.
Did we see Jordan Peele reboot of the Twilight Zone? It's on Paramount. Oh, it is on Paramount Plus. I didn't see that.
I haven't checked that out yet.
That's on there too. Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I watched the Twilight Zone, the remake. Twilight
Well,
Zone.
if you like NCIS, CSI, all those other crime shows,
it's back, right?
You know that's your stop right there.
Oh, here's an article I did want to cover before we end, and then I was gonna react to a gag reel from the Suicide Squad. I don't know if I'm going to still do that though. Well, you guys decide. Here's the last article. You know what? God damn it! I need to. Sorry.
Oh,
Brian.
what?
You're
No
right.
way.
You're running the show. I gotta take this mask off. I'm getting so hot.
Oh, it's okay. Well, I have to say, today didn't suck. We've been short-staffed like every day for the last freaking month, and it's so hard. Like. It is. I don't know if it's like a town thing, like where I live specifically, like, but or it's like there's so many different ways to make money as somebody starting out there in the working world that like you don't necessarily have to work a food job anymore. And I think I'm starting to come to grips with that. Like for me, it was like a rite of passage. You know what I mean? Like, but like now it's like I don't know, man. Like you can make money doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can make money playing video games on Twitch, like So it's really weird.
Right.
I would call those shows like my parents' shows, like NCIS, CSI, Law and Order. But don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna talk shit. I love Law and Order, guys.
Right. That's a special place for. It's like family time.
Speaking of which, Vincent D'Onofrio in Law and Order was freaking amazing. Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Well,
him and
great segue, Brian. That's why
Catherine Irbe. his
Yeah,
co-star in that movie. She was in Mighty
No,
Ducks
it's not.
2.
This
She was
isn't.
the tutor.
Welcome to BM. This is BME, not BM, like bowel movement.
Well, it's
Brian
Brian
Madness
Madness Entertainment knows the 7
Great
degrees of
segues.
separation because he didn't have cable and all he did was watch reruns, or not reruns, but he'd watch Access Hollywood because that was all that was on.
Look at this villain, one of the best comic book on-screen villains ever.
Oh, dude, Private Pile from freaking Full Metal Jacket.
I hope
The Bug from freaking Men in Black.
Well, let's read this
Oh, yeah,
article.
yeah.
Oh, Shifty Gizm, he says Love's Lost. You mean the new one on Netflix?
I'd have to check that out. I still can't get past the
There's
one they
two
made
seasons.
in the 90s.
Yeah.
With
With
freaking
friends.
Matt LeBlanc.
Listen, I don't want to be a hater. If
I don't want to
anyone
talk shit, but that movie sucked.
I really couldn't. I really didn't.
Gary
Feel
Oldman as the spider monster was awesome.
Lewis Cox says Star Wars Infinities is Star Wars. What if elsewhere?
No, that makes sense.
All right.
The
Bosch sequel series coming to IMDb. What IMDb TV? I'm losing my mind.
That's connected to
that's
Amazon, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so
I never heard of that.
Oh, this is written. But man, Edwin's so busy on Geekosity. Mikey's son doesn't even write that much. Vincent D'Onofrio, the Kingpin in Netflix Daredevil, seemed to indicate his return in Hawkeye. You know what I think they should do? I might make a separate video on this too. Instead of doing just a Daredevil sequel, they should do Kingpin series.
When was this article written?
From his perspective, I mean, some of the episodes were, but can you imagine? Kingpin.
When was this article?
Limited
Project.
Limited Kingpin series.
Because I think last week Vincent he was spotted in Toronto, where the reshoots for Hawkeye were taking place. So
yeah, does everyone like my idea there?
Yeah.
Kingpin
I mean, they already weren't they modeling the original Daredevil after The Wire? I think that'd go perfectly with the Kingpin series.
Vincent D'Onofrio performance made the Kingpin interesting and humanizing him, and most intense villain ever. Like one of the most. Like when he lost it, you felt it.
Yeah, but
remember when he picked people up and slammed them?
In MCU, he's gonna be toned down.
Yeah,
I liked Michael Clark Duncan as a Kingpin.
No, I like the Daredevil, the director's cut. The only thing that really was too bad was like the scene where they're in the playground with Elektra.
Yeah,
that was like cringe. That was really cringe. Happy Batman Day.
The Elektra film was terrible.
Yeah, it is Batman Day, by the way.
It is Batman Day, yeah.
So I do have a question. Who's your favorite Batman? Since it was Batman Day, shit.
Ben Affleck.
Affleck.
I think the best Batman. I don't know. I like Keaton's, but I think, in my opinion, I think the best Batman. I think the best Bruce Wayne is actually Christian Bale, but his Batman's were not that good.
I agree. Best Bruce Wayne, worst Batman.
Yeah, because if he didn't have that voice, he'd be a much better Batman.
Who's the guy that did the voice of the animated?
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, that guy.
I mean, you could put him up there too.
Kevin Conroy.
You could put him up there too, but since he's just a voice actor, right? And he did have that little cameo in the Arrowverse and in the multiverse, whatever, Crisis. But that's not the Batman we're used to seeing, because that's a different version.
Shifty Gizm says third season of Lost in Space will be its. I thought it already was. I thought it was 2 seasons. Okay, so there's 3 seasons. Good show, but bad casting and design of the new robot are weak aspects. Parker Posey's spin on Dr. Smith is good though. Is that a gender bent character?
Yep.
Dr. Smith. Okay.
But Parker Posey's awesome. So.
Yeah.
Would you see Superman?
I do think so.
No one could complain.
Yeah, she was in Superman. She was
Returns, right?
Lex Luthor. Yes.
The henchman.
Yeah.
Did you see in Blade Trinity? She absolutely stole the show in Blade Trinity.
Hey, Ashley. Hey, Widow. If you haven't subbed to Ashley or the Widow, please someone put her channel there. Definitely, we love a woman's perspective, and she brings the heat too. She's not afraid to give her opinion.
Yep.
That's what we love about Ashley.
I agree too, Daniel.
And she likes the Widow, and I still didn't see the Widow. And yes, I cancel RJ. Forget his 1K. He really made me upset. Showed me all his swag. You know, if RJ says if RJ says, "I'm going to show you my swag," and you say no, Max is going to get depressed. Oh my God!
We should just pre-screen it. Is it a steelbook?
Swag. Oh.
Is it a steelbook? No.
No, and then he said this one is, and I crushed my soul. He's like, yeah, but this one is. I'm like, I almost had a heart attack. And then I said, I'll pay you back, and he said, I'll charge you eBay.
Okay, so anyone that's not into what's going on right now, about a year ago, Max and I were on the stream talking about this very thing, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, as soon as it comes out, I'm getting that steelbook because Max is all about the steelbook." Okay, like he was even going to give away like the Man of Steel steelbook, which is freaking awesome. It's like the Superman symbol is awesome, but like, yeah, so yeah, no, I totally understand where Max is coming from. And then, like, I could totally see where, like, RJ is like, so.
I'm
good on both of you.
I am triggered. I'm triggered. I might have to just do eBay prices. I don't know what to do. It's not at my stores. It's not online.
Don't do it, man. Don't you'll get a nice guy like Cyrus to sell you his PlayStation 5 for a little bit over asking.
I have to complain more on YouTube. I have to complain more, and it'll happen.
It's not worth paying extra, man. It's not worth it.
Oh.
Hey, well, listen, guys, I gotta get going. It was awesome talking.
Okay,
absolutely, man.
Come back, little movie perk. We love what you add to the conversation. See you around. I can probably add you to the Movie Madness DM group. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Awesome.
All
Have
right.
a great night,
Later.
guys.
Have a good night, man.
But
no, as far as like the complete package for Batman, I would say Ben Affleck. He did the best as far as Bruce Wayne, as far as I'm concerned, and as Batman. So, yeah.
I think Christian Bale just loses interest after one movie in a franchise film. There's just some people that
Batman Begins was so good. And
AJ Pod, yeah,
his performance in The Dark Knight wasn't very good. Like Heath Ledger was the reason why that movie was good. Even though I like throw shade at Heath Ledger every once in a while, which J
Pod, we want to have you on the show too. I see you have a channel. We want to get you in the conversation. Unfortunately, we're about to end here, about the 2-hour mark. I can't go past 2.5 hours, but I'm not doing 2.5. We'll probably do 2:05. Degrassi Noel says they'll restock them throughout the year. Be patient. Sucks, I know. Okay,
yeah, don't pay the extra.
Thank you. I feel like I'm in a support group.
Yeah, if it's really that bad, just watch it on HBO Max. You'll be fine.
No, but I want that steel on my fingers. Christian Bale was.
Don't make us tell your wife, buddy.
Oh, Brian went there. That's truth. No, yes, I need a sponsor. You and Brian.
I'm trying to help you, Max.
Brian and Dino are my sponsor.
I'll give credit to a good Bruce Wayne. Val Kilmer played a good Bruce Wayne.
True. All right, Lewis. Yeah, we could have you on sometime. Yes. Let me see. Hell yeah, especially if you ever want a comic geek and watch too much TV. That's what we all are. Oh damn. No, I mean that. No, but if you really want to help someone, just like
I didn't want to play the snitch card.
No. That's fair. That's fair enough. I pretended like I didn't have a problem. I told you guys for a reason. For real. Yes. No, that's true. It's true. You'll be my sponsor. You and Zeno will be my sponsor. Zeno said just watch it digital. Forget it. Zeno's like straight, like, enjoy it, whatever, move on, stop being a baby. And that helps. That helps.
You and your physical media, man.
Yeah. Why don't you just order? I can see it online, Josh.
But no, I mean, just knowing you and how you are with physical media, man, it's all good, man. You'll get it eventually. Just
all right.
Just be patient.
He will.
You got to have faith, Alfred. You got to have faith.
You got to have faith. The faith.
All right.
Stuff like Batman usually. Bruce
okay, I actually did. We'll end on this. Sci-fi box office bombs that deserve a second chance. There's the positive spin.
Every Star Trek movie ever made. Yeah, I get you.
No, Dread with Carl Urban. Definitely.
What? The one with Carl Urban?
It was a box office bomb.
It still was the one with Stallone, right? Like,
yeah.
I love the one with Stallone.
I am the law.
Dude,
Underwater. I never heard of this.
That had Martha Kent in it, so I would say
Max, your favorite new actress is in it. Jessica Henwick's in it.
Dude, Diane Lane.
Oh yeah, she was in that. Diane Lane. Yes, Diane Lane. The Underwater was a decent movie. It was
Everything, Matt. You missed it all.
Annihilation? That wasn't that great.
Every Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
No, this is from the Ex Machina director. It was very sci-fi. It wasn't horrible. Blade Runner 2049. That was not a.
It's a genre thing, man. I think people just
Edge of Tomorrow.
Sci-fi is not
Edge of Tomorrow was a good film, though.
I own this on Steelbook, and I own the digital copy. Yes, we all agree. Jessica Henwick is hot. Yes,
I miss more like dystopian.
Hey, you missed
type
everything.
movies.
You missed everything, Matt.
We had a pretty hot stream tonight, Matt.
Yes,
pretty good.
Oh, you missed Chris Gore. I'm not going to say. You'll have to go back and watch. I'm not going to say. We moved on. For Brian's sake, I'm not going to say. You'll have to. Oh,
jeez.
You'll have to watch the replay.
Throw me under the bus.
No. Dread. Yes. Under the Skin. Ooh.
No, I like Judge Dredd. I'm sorry, man. Dredd was cool, but Judge Dredd was way better.
Despite the draw of Scarlett Johansson, Under the Skin. I've heard this a few times about this film.
I've never seen this.
She was unclothed at certain parts in that movie. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Sorry, I didn't know that. I'm talking for a friend.
Yeah. A cerebral art house movie loosely based on an critically acclaimed yet relatively obscure novel by Michael Faber. It was never destined to fill the seats in a multiplex. Nonetheless, Under the Skin is worth your time. I've heard this a few different places. Dune. I say wait for the next Dune. I mean, I want to revisit it, but I don't know. Children of Men. Okay, yeah. Dark City. I like Dark City. Everyone says it's really great. I'll have to give it another shot.
Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling it at the time. The Blob.
Was it?
The original 1958 movie, The Blob. Silent Running. This is an interesting article. Okay, that's fantasy. Now they did the same thing. We'll cover that on the next movie, Matt. That was an interesting list.
Yeah.
If the never-ending story is in there, I'll be happy.
Protoss X says Under the Skin is a deep cut. Not seen that yet. Yes, and I've heard that multiple times. John Carter should have been Josh Holloway from Lost.
You mean instead of Taylor Kitsch?
I liked John Carter from Mars. I was kind of like bummed they didn't make a sequel, but it has something to do with Star Wars, right? Like
Shifty Gizm says Annihilation had some great moments. The Bear and the Lighthouse. It was well done. It's just I don't know. It's not one of those sci-fis I'll revisit. I don't think there's parts of it I really like. I like Padme. What's her name? I like that she's going to be Lady Thor.
Oh, Natalie Portman.
I like Natalie Portman, and I like the director. I like the Ex Machina with Alicia Vikander.
I mean, Natalie Portman, and Tessa Thompson are both in Annihilation. They're both in Love and Thunder.
You know, Alicia Vikander. Oh my God.
Alicia Vikander. Oh yeah.
I can't. Okay, Aaron. That was an oh yeah from Aaron. And oh yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Party.
I'm sorry. When I saw her working out for 2 minutes with her back muscles, with all that stuff,
we feel you, Aaron. We feel you. Oh my God, give me another heart attack like RJ.
This is what happens after 2 hours on a.
Who bounced? George.
George, later, buddy.
It got too hot for George.
Sorry, bro.
Lewis Cox. What is this turning into? I should end it soon.
Oh, because I made a stream about Becky Lynch, but I didn't. I wasn't talking about how
we want ladies to visit the sausage party sometimes. If we go too down this rabbit hole,
I do apologize for saying things about Scarlett Johansson.
I made a stream about Becky Lynch, but I wasn't talking about how beautiful she was.
Oh, George is back for some more.
I was talking about his.
Oh, sorry, my internet was acting up.
Oh, okay. We believe you.
I was just talking about
George. Since we're being really creepy and guys in the sausage part, who's like a celebrity crush for you, just George? Who do you think's really got it going without getting creepy? Who do you respect's acting ability and really look forward to each one of her movies? You like Alicia Vikander? Do you like that Jessica Henwick? Are you looking forward to Matrix 4 with Jessica Henwick? Scarlett Johansson, maybe? Oh, speechless. Okay, that's cool. I don't mean to put you on the spot. He has to think about it. you could get back to us. You could Google. Just be careful what you Google. Any other ones you're thinking of, Brian or Aaron? Really, I really like Alicia Vikander in both Tomb Raider and Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah.
I'll go with RJ's girl Haley Steinfeld.
Oh yes,
and Brie Larson
came in clutch. Came in with the exactly. Especially when she wants people to know that she exists on Twitter. She sometimes puts a photo out there like she wants the internet to know. Yes, exactly.
I don't think she needs to now.
Yes,
people know who she is.
Oh, Gal Gadot.
Gal.
That's how I would honestly. Yeah,
Gal Gadot's beautiful. Definitely, she's
all right. Matt Jarbo wants to join in this conversation.
Welcome to the sausage party, pal.
Now it's a sausage party. Where are you, Matt? Okay, hold on a second. I'm boomering.
That's quite all right, man.
Yeah, I want to hear Matt's pick.
I made a boomer comment today, and I'm such a boomer. I forgot what the hell that comment was.
J-Pod says, sometimes some things shouldn't come back. Twin Peaks, for example.
Yeah.
Oh, I said the Pac-10. Dude, when was the last time it was the Pac-10?
Oh, football.
Yeah, or no, just a conference in general. It's been the Pac-12 for a long time.
Okay, Jarbo, lay the null. Is this with a conversation you wanted to get on, or you just wanted to pop in and say hi? What's going on?
Oh, sorry. I had both streams. Anyway. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I had the YouTube stream on still, so I heard.
Okay.
I wasn't too sure where things are at.
We were kind of saying who we really the women we respect women for real, and we
as you fawn over them on the
you
publicly admitted who's in your spank bank.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I didn't say that. I didn't go that far. But I think we went down this route because we're looking at underrated sci-fi. And that Scarlett Johansson,
that's the rabbit hole to who you fap to.
It's Brian's fault. I'm blaming Brian.
Oh my God, I would love to know what his Pornhub search history is.
Oh,
now hold on, no, not even. I don't even want to see his search history. All I want Brian to do is I want Brian to take a screenshot of recommended for you. That's what I want to see.
Whoa,
because I have a feeling it's going to be blacked. That's what I think is going to be. I think it's going to to be like a whole bunch of black.com.
Oh my God, Jarvo!
And it's just
George just left the building.
We're gonna check this out here.
No,
Pornhub itself.
Don't.
Wait, hold on. From your phone, not your computer. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, it says premium because I did have premium there for a hot minute.
Whoa! I don't.
It was free during the pandemic. What do you want me to do?
Look, to be fair, that's just taking advantage of a good situation, all right, or a bad situation, really.
Oh, he's back.
I didn't personally do that because my hands are clean.
I don't want you to share anything you're feeling comfortable sharing, but if you really want to tell,
it's pretty vanilla, to be honest with you.
Oh, vanilla. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just being silly.
No,
that is an actual thing.
It better not be donuts. I saw some donuts.
You know. I remember. Probably the most vanilla thing I've ever seen was what happened in a cone, and that was.
Wait! I don't like where this is going. I should have ended. Movie talk.
You brought me on my off night. All right.
Okay. Well, how this started, where we derailed. Is we were reading an article about underrated sci-fi, and Under the Skin is on there with Scarlett Johansson. And I've heard multiple people say this is really good. And then
I literally have only seen one part of that movie, and we all know which part it is.
Right.
Thank you.
Brian.
I was just bringing that up.
Then Brian dropped it, and then our minds derailed. And then I was like, "Who do you really?"
Ooh, Scarlett Johansson naked. Never mind.
But
it's not that I haven't been in a position to actually see the movie.
No, I want to see the movie. I want the whole context of all that Under the Skin.
Oh, I bet you do want all context of all that.
I want to see I watch movies for the story.
People used to argue the same thing about Cinemax.
Yeah.
Right, but then if you can sit there and tell me the plot of Lord of the G Strings, I think we can have an honest conversation here.
I've never seen
I
That
watched
is an
that on
actual.
mute.
That's an actual. Movie that was on Cinemax for a while.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, we might as well.
Are you typing it now, guys?
If you watch it in mute, you're not interested in the story. I'm just saying.
I used to work at Hollywood Video back in the 90s, and we had a bunch of those softcore films there.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
had like 5 of them.
The good old
And
days.
one day, yeah, I know,
Why
right?
was Jarbo the Hutt here?
Wait, is that really Jarbo the Hutt? That can't be. Is that really you?
It might be a certain
impersonator.
I
mean, I don't know if
made
that's
some streams on you recently. I have a feeling, because I have a feeling that might be one of the people that does fake channels on my stream.
Yeah, there was a guy earlier in here today.
No,
like
but
5
that's
accounts
that's
trolling.
not that person.
No, it's not.
That's funny. Jarbo's always wrong. I'm never wrong.
Oh, Degrassi is saying we're too weird.
Yeah, no, it went from a sausage party to now we're just talking about it's getting kind of weird.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
All right. Well, I do want to say you may be interested. We're not watching it here or commenting on it, but Chris Gore jumped the shark a little bit. Jarbo.
I clicked back and I listened to a little bit like before, and he was
He says that his weird take was it's narcissistic for wanting to see representation on screen. You should want to see someone that's not you.
that is a weird.
Yes.
That's a weird
Yes.
thing, to be honest with you. Like,
I mean,
it's not
I think that's the context of his words, though. I don't want to rehash our old conversation, but that was kind of the context of his angle there.
Interesting.
Okay.
Like, why I guess I get it to an extent.
But it came across as hyperbolic all at the same
Well,
time.
look where he's at. He's he's like where he
Hyperbole
is
central.
Yeah, where he is the epitome of hyperbole. So I wouldn't worry about it like too much with him.
No. But I was like, oh, that's why I do reactions. I don't try to watch the whole thing ahead of time. I was like, whoa. I was like, what? Okay, so Shifty doesn't. No, I honestly want to see it for the story, and then all that superficial stuff that Brian's into. I could care less about that.
Hey,
no, I'm just kidding. I mean, that's a talk about plus. All these streaming pluses. That's a big plus to see in this movie. To be fair, Under the Skin is not a sexy movie. Okay, well that's weird. Now I feel weird talking about it. A sexy movie, despite her being full nude throughout. It's super haunting. It's
Full
real
nude?
horror. There's scenes in the movie that will F you up. One involving spoilers, a baby. Ugh. It's psychological horror, but it hits you in the gut emotionally pretty hard. Okay.
I mean,
Well,
look,
I like- Yeah,
actors
go
want to act. Let's just be fair on the people. That's what they want. Actors just want to act. So ultimately, like, get them in a situation where they can and they're happy.
Jacob McKenzie's only here for Jarbo. Okay, I guess. Thanks, Jacob.
Cool, man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I
You sure you're not here for
I
me,
appreciate it. Thank you, man.
We're all like, all right, cool.
Undercover in 1994. Okay, Daniel. That's for Hollywood.
Oh, man, you ever see Chained Heat back in the 1980s? The chick from the Exorcist, all grown up.
Louis
It's
Cock
terrible.
wants to see Jennifer's body.
That just hit 12 years since it came out. They were promoting it on Twitter today, and it's like, man, that was actually probably Diablo Cody's only like good film.
I want to feel old.
Are you
Mention
streaming
that-
tonight
how
or
old that
tomorrow?
movie
Or
is.
what are you doing?
I'll probably be on tomorrow, but not tonight, man.
Okay.
I need a night off.
You still sound like you need some.
I just woke up after like a couple hour nap. I was like, after dinner, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. My girlfriend's like, go lay down for a half hour, and I passed out for like 2.
I did that yesterday. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna. I got off of work. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. I went to bed at like 8:30 last night, and I didn't wake up.
Are these
until
real? Whoa!
early,
Are these real
early.
things?
Well, I did like a 3-hour call-in stream last night. I didn't expect it to go 3 hours, but it just did.
At least.
Well, it made Anthony happy, right?
Her Red Shoe
I
Diaries.
do like his.
Oh,
David
Zalman. David Zalman's Red Shoe Diaries.
Right, you know, Matt LeBlanc was in one, right? One episode.
Women's Stories of Passion. Yeah,
The
Matthew
ladies
LeBlanc
are
was in
never
there.
coming back here. Thank you, everybody.
Denise Crosby from Star Trek: The Next Generation was in 2.
They are real films. Okay. The ladies
Miriam
are never
O'Donnell.
coming back. Rhea is long gone.
Yeah, right.
People are quitting YouTube.
People are quitting YouTube. I noticed today.
I came back. You brought me back, and everyone quits. Everyone quits. Whoa!
Notice how they're frequent people on your channel, Max.
Oh, come on,
man!
Are you saying Max is cursed?
Hot take: Max is chasing people off of YouTube.
Well, you know, people in the chat demanded Brian be the master of the show. BME, not BM, not like Bowel Movement.
I had no
Brian,
intention
master
of
of
taking over
entertainment.
things. I'm sorry, man.
Brian taking over.
It's all good.
Yeah, Protoss
Having fun
says,
tonight.
YouTubers, please don't quit. Jarbo, do not quit anytime soon.
Yeah, if I didn't quit 3 years ago, I'm not quitting now.
That's true. Good point.
I think that is pretty pretty apparent at this point. If I didn't quit a couple years ago, I ain't quitting now.
Yeah.
All right,
Despite
J-Pod,
what people want me to do.
It's just my opinion, but I think most of the left versus right representation could be fixed if both sides' views and people were fairly represented in mainstream media. Everyone should be able to see themselves.
Well, that I think
represented
people need to chill out a bit too. Like not
instead
take
of
things
just
so
demonizing the other side. Yes.
Yeah, no, and people need to relax. Maybe go to the dispensary, smoke something. You know what I mean? Just everybody chill.
That might be my problem. I've never partaken. Never partaken. I'm waiting till it's legal.
Wait, you've never partaken?
Really?
Never.
Bro.
And like we're talking just like pot, right?
Yeah. Never.
Dude, I'm like the Hulk.
I told you, my family is very religious growing up. My mother would have killed me.
I'm always high, like always.
Yeah,
that is true.
You're high right now, right, Brian?
If I start smoking, I won't even do any streams. I'll be passed out with munchies and video games. I will leave the internet.
That's cool.
Oh, Lewis, I didn't know you made video. Oh, yeah, I think I did sub to your channel. I quit making YouTube videos 2013, 2014.
Damn.
Okay. You all see the new Batman picture? No. Is there a new Batman picture?
Yeah, I guess there was a picture from the editing bay that Matt Reeves posted on Twitter.
Oh, does anyone have it? Smoking. Toxic.
I don't follow Matt Reeves on Twitter, man. Hang on a second.
It doesn't show much. It's like a still frame. Here, hold on. Actually, it's
picture
on the top
of his head or something like that.
It's on like the top of Reddit. So here, I'll just.
there you go.
Yeah, I've been following that freaking Gabby Petito case like all day too. That's been insane.
Wow, Josh Bowen says Jarbo is this thing of YouTube immortal.
He's been tried to be canceled multiple times, rose from the ashes.
I know he's
talking
about
Phoenix.
Okay,
I
like it.
I know he's talking about Sting. You should check. You should look up Ric Flair on Twitter right now. He's getting a lot of shit piled on him right now.
Who is
Ric Flair?
Ric Flair, huh?
For what?
Oh, because Thursday they did a Dark Side of the Ring on the plane ride from hell. It took place. This is about a documentary about.
Oh, I know what that's about.
And Ric Flair flashed.
Flight attendant. Multiple flight attendants.
Yeah, yeah. And he's been known to do this in the past, and yeah.
Degrassi Knowles wants to know why is Reeves still cutting this movie?
He's in. Brian knows the plane ride from hell. It's like one of the worst incidents in wrestling history.
It got like several wrestlers fired from the company completely.
Yeah.
It was a complete and total debacle. Vince McMahon himself was involved. So like it's actually pretty intriguing. And not only that, but the Vice Dark Side of the Ring series, if you haven't checked it out, is really, really, really interesting.
Well, actually, if HBO Max really wanted to get their subscription up, and I'm just saying they would bring back the stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They would bring back some weird series or something.
Hey, there was. Oh, I don't want to spoil Titans or anything, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Because other HBO shows are doing having sex in.
I'll tell you what.
That's why I don't have the stuff about
Blackfire. Oh my God.
Wait, who?
Titans, man. Have you Blackfire?
Starfire
I don't
sister.
watch it.
Starfire
Ooh.
sister.
Bro, season 3 is where it's at, man. It's a good show.
Yeah, someone keeps telling me.
No, but I mean that I'm not saying I watch that stuff or anything. I'm just saying if they really want to get their subs back and they announce that type of locked out adult section, talking about after HBO Max After Dark. Come on.
Well, I mean, that's the thing that people like. This is my problem with like the way HBO is trying to run. HBO forgets its origins, right? I'm not saying like it has to sit there and like peddle in smut constantly, but like when I was in college,
HBO After Dark section that would
they should have it. No, they should totally bring back all of the real sex.
Can you
like
can
those
you
are
make
really
that
interesting.
on your Tomorrow Hollywood After Dark? On
Yeah, I can bring that. I'm already considered a dirty pervert. I might as well.
Right. Just say HBO.
They had Cat
Max,
House
if
the
you really
series. Remember Cat House the series?
Yeah.
That was really interesting. That was a reality show about the bunny ranch in Vegas, outside Vegas. And actually one of the girls, I forget her name, but like she got like so popular, she actually like made the jump from being a worker there to being a porn star. You know, and like, but all the girls there had personalities, like they made it into a reality show, and like that people like that you would not assume would be watching a show about a working brothel were actually watching and engaging in. It was a very interesting show. And then now AT&T is just kind of like they've just kind of like, I don't know, decided to take it out back and give it a washing.
Everything successful has that angle. I'm
Well, they're following the Blockbuster business plan.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like they go like they're, you know, they'll say things like, oh yeah, originally they weren't going to put any Cinemax content on HBO Max, and that included the shows. They've moved the shows over, like Banshee and Strike Force, I think. But for a while there, they weren't going to put any Cinemax content on there because of the association that Cinemax.
I remember many nights watching late night HBO, all squiggly lines because we didn't get the channel.
Oh yeah,
like come on, man! Everybody had to turn to the channel, and then like it would show it, but it wouldn't quite show it, but it would show it. You know,
well, it's like if you've ever seen the opening scene of American Pie, like that was every teenager in the 90s. That was just like that. I remember when I was 17 when that film came out. I saw it opening day with a buddy of mine. We were laughing so hard at that opening scene. So was everybody else.
So hard at a movie when I watched that the first time.
Yeah, because that movie
gosh.
perfectly, in my opinion, represented what it was like to be a teenager, at least one that was horny back in the late 90s. You know, 100%. And like that desire to seek out the punani. Right, that was the whole thing. And it was like, it was so funny. And the guys who did that were like Pete and Chris Weiss. Chris Weiss went on to go do a bunch of Twilight films. I think he did like second through the end.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I know, right?
What a gear shift.
I know.
I mean,
all I'm saying is like they used to. There was an article I saw today talking about how like 10 years ago studio comedies dominated the box office. Now they're all pushed to streaming.
Yeah,
like that should be like that's a subject.
Something else
that's very true.
I'd love to hear you cover, Matt. Is I think the age of streaming has improved series content because not filler episodes and worrying about commercials and sponsors, a direct to consumer subscription where it's limited series and not as much filler junk with these series. I think it's made TV series so much better streaming. The age of streaming.
Kind of like leading into what like Todd Phillips was saying about the Hangover movies and why they really can't make the Hangover movies anymore.
No, they couldn't, because you can't sit there and have that bit where they pull up and they go paging Dr. Effler. You know, like it would be toned down or something.
I'd like to rewatch that for a watch party. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah, Hangover.
Hangover is great.
Yeah, it is a good. It's on HBO Max too. So.
Yeah, all three of them are funny. This is what I see that people like to bash on the second movie, but I think what they forget about the second movie is that it is about the fact that these guys never learned their lesson. And history is doomed to repeat itself if you don't learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's the entire point of the sequel. That's why it's basically the same movie again. It just in a different setting. And it's all about how they're like, well, crap. You know, like
I absolutely think streaming has made things better. There's not weird breaks in the story for commercials and
Protoss
episodes.
You're actually able to get there are pluses. There is a downside. All right. There's a downside to it, and that is they're not on the same strict production schedule that network television is because of those constraints. So, for example,
That's also a plus because sometimes you get a horrible season that really kills a show.
but it's also like, do you need 2 years in between a Witcher?
Depends.
That's also true.
You know, like some of those shows.
They may have upped the budget and you know.
Well, the thing is, you lose interest if you got to wait that long.
Game of Thrones was able to handle it on a year-to-year basis outside of taking time for the final season.
Gosh.
You know, and that was only because they shot the thing at night and during the winter. So they were you know,
Whoa,
relegated.
What the heck is Josh talking about?
Ric Flair, that is. What he did.
No,
yeah, flashing your dong at people when they don't want to see it.
When did that happen?
And
They were just talking about that.
Yeah, the plane ride from hell.
Do you have Vice, Max?
It got Scott Hall fired.
Yeah, got Scott Hall fired. Kurt Hennig fired.
Kurt Hennig got fired.
Kurt Hennig and Brock Lesnar had a fight.
Brock
in the
Lesnar
plane.
got into an actual like roll around fight in a plane. Yeah, no, it was pretty nuts, man. Pretty nuts.
All right,
that's crazy.
I think.
No, I think he was. I think he was
really
putting his thing
appreciate
in the flight attendant's hands.
I think we're going to end at 2:30. I'm pulling the 2 hours 30 minutes. I'm pulling the plug because I do want to finish Titans, especially since Brian hyped it up, and I want to watch Under the Skin.
Well, heck yeah.
For reasons, for story reasons. Okay. Anything that we want to cover here at the end of the show? George, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Like I said, I got work next. I'm going back to work next week. So
that's right.
Yeah,
Wish
that's why.
you
Well, no, I should still be able to stream because like it's part time and it's like later in the day, so like 2 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still gonna be like making videos. I'm still like if I like should be able to stream at least on the weekends, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta have to like film my videos like in the morning and then like post them like at night.
Sure, we'll support your stuff. Just let us know. Keep in touch, and you'll still be around. I wish they would do Lethal Weapon 5. Yeah, but it seems more unlikely now that who passed away, the director.
Oh, Richard Donner.
Yeah. They were
I don't see them
always,
doing it.
Always Sunny did it.
That's one series I tried to get into and I never did. My wife,
man, they couldn't do that now though.
Is that one I really need to die? There's so many seasons of that.
Oh man,
Matt, are you a fan of Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I liked it when it came out.
But it's still going.
Yeah, they're on for another couple of years. I mean, the thing is, the show is like really easy to make, and it's they shoot it really quick. They probably have it all down to an absolute science at this point.
Tomorrow night, Jacob. Tomorrow night, he says he needs the night off. We can respect that.
Oh yeah, who needs the night off?
You do.
Oh yeah.
That's why you're on my stream. You need the night off.
Yeah, well, no, it's just been like the weather change. Like whenever there's like a strong like goes from like summer to fall, I always feel it really really bad. And so like yesterday, the day before, nice sunny 75 degrees, real great weather outside with the kids playing. Then last night it was just like this downpouring that looked like a freaking you couldn't see 10 feet in front of your car. It was that bad. Mm-hmm. And today was better, but not, it's still, even right now, it's pouring down rain outside. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going to go out driving tonight. I don't want to risk it. And people have been cheap. I'll be fair. Yeah. I was literally last night getting orders that were coming in and they're like, go 10 miles for $2.75.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, hell no. It's been, yeah.
Well, I mean, I always miss the Matt Jarbo gaming content too back in the days a little bit.
Oh God, I don't have time.
I know, but you are a gamer though too.
I know. I'll probably end up when this is over, go sit in bed and play Dishonored or something. Everyone's playing Deathloop, and I'm like, God, Dad, I don't got a PS5.
I know
I miss doing the game stuff.
You were saying I just need the Xbox. Now you're sold on you have to get a PS5.
No. I'm Deathloop will be on PS5 in a year, right? Okay. And that's fine. There's like enough to play for a year. I'm not in any rush to get a PS5.
Right.
I'm more joking about it.
Game Pass. No. Oh my God!
Yeah,
I turned
Game
it
Pass
on today, and there's a game that I'm not going to reveal it here because I'm going to do a separate video on it. There's a game that I've been wanting so long. I didn't even know it was finished. It's like an indie game, an action 2D sprite game that I just love, and I download. That's another reason I got to end the show. I got to keep playing more of that.
Have you played Dead Cells at all?
Yeah, I own Dead Cells. I like it a lot. I never finished it.
I have a lot of fun with that on the.
I
on
like the
Switch.
more laid back stuff. The Metroidvania is really cool, but when it gets harder and harder, I appreciate it though. I bought it. I just never finished it. It's good, really good graphics. All right.
I guess Hades came out. Everyone's been talking about Hades.
It's very good.
I have that on Game Pass too. I also have to play.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just got I've been working on Dishonored, which I'm trying to do like as minimal of a kill run as humanly possible, and that's difficult in some cases.
Lewis Cox says, "I have a PS5. Suck it, Jarbo. Suck it." Oh, and then he says, "Kidding." All right. Well, good for you.
No, if you
Lewis.
got one, cool. I mean, I've had like one opportunity to get one.
I've never.
And it was like the
been into Rocket
discless
League.
version.
Yeah. No.
So and I was like, I'm not gonna get the disc. I want the 4K player.
I'll tell you
what.
The storage problem is already an issue on the PS5. It does not.
Yeah.
The
Well, for the
games fill up
PS4,
so quick.
for the PS4, I bought a 2 terabyte drive.
Oh no, the PS4 was really good with external hard. Now you have to worry about solid state drive, and then you have to actually take screws to your PS5 and replace it. And they don't have an official one yet.
Oh, dude, I did that with the PS4. I literally went down to Best Buy. I bought a 2 terabyte laptop hard drive, came home and installed it myself. Took literally less than 5 minutes.
NBA 2K22 is literally 100 gigs.
Oh no, fucking
we're
Call of Duty, man.
Say goodbye, everyone. It's 2 hours, 30 minutes. I can't go past that. Thank you
Take
for
care,
supporting
everyone.
the show.
Peace.
I'll probably
Later,
be back
guys.
with something.
Good
I
night.
think tomorrow's a member stream. So see you guys
Enjoy your weekend,
tomorrow.
guys.
Good night.